Hello, all you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and today we are doing some Total War Warhammer 3 while chilling with some friends here. So yeah, let's have a good time.
Apologies, I was doing a Super Saiyan move to make sure I didn't cuss because of our YouTube gods out there. But welcome everybody, the Rex Strider here, and I'm also streaming. Era's also streaming. Ragon's eventually gonna stream. Tanya's fucking awesome and should be streaming right now, but they're gonna stream eventually.
That's a swear.
Nope, I said fucking. Doesn't count. Don't you cuss. If you cuss, it's your fault. I said fucking.
don't think YouTube cares.
If I say fucking.
I don't think so either.
You think they're gonna catch that? Fookin? No way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So I can't say frick?
Well, you could say frick.
Okay.
Frick works because it has the R. What you have to realize is that the system they use to detect that stuff takes accents into account.
Oh, come on. So it's just like that one thing with that guy who played GTA and he was like, he couldn't say like cop or anything or cops would show up. They catch everything?
Yes.
Yes.
I needed more time to go Super Saiyan. I can't stop cussing. I have a problem. Sorry.
Yeah. He was like, totally
How was
going. For those who are watching Zim's VOD, before he started recording, Rex was like going full Super Saiyan transformation, just fudge, frick.
Yeah. I was gonna do the whole bit, but then
PG-13.
Barbra Streisand! Just get it all out of my system, but I didn't have the time. I'm sorry. Apologies.
At least with Rex, you can just have a physical swear jar for him to put money in.
Yeah, I can get punished here because I'm local.
That requires that he has money, though.
Ow, my feet! Oh, I'm just gonna disintegrate. I literally just fade away. That would hurt.
I think Zim just exterminated the dinosaur.
I think I'm extinct. I think we made fossil fuels. Jesus, dang, master.
That is true. You're basically paying your own swear jar.
Okay, seriously, how do I set a plot in this game? Because they changed it. I don't know how to do it anymore.
There we go. Mala, I want you to be the first to do the honors. Type an !era in the chat, please. I feel like you'd like to do that. There you go. How's that look? Oh crap, I forgot to put the actual link. This is why I did this.
You didn't.
I got it. Give me a second.
You should have put Sahara as the command to type in.
Okay, so I can't plot a route there. Okay, that makes more sense.
Hey, Speedstar, good to see you. The link should be there now. All right, next is Rygon.
Hello there, Jets. Hello, Spooky.
Yay. Here's that.
I try my best to make a shout out quickie for all of my friends' fame and whatnot, so that way it's a lot easier to shout out, because having to type in everybody's name is complicated. People have underscores and stuff.
Yes.
Zim, Gino has a really good idea.
No. No, I'm just gonna say no.
I don't know why I can't plot routes anymore. This is weird as nothing. Alright, this kind of botches all my plans. Okay, we're gonna go here. I'm just gonna choose some random. You.
Joke.
I think game has worked. That's gonna stink. And sorry, other chats. Normally I keep it pulled up, but I'm playing a game that actually uses my CPU, so I won't have that. Help Zim with Conrad first. But I do have a donation goal up there. I will stop and play a song for every $50 I get.
Ooh. I want to hear that for real. Yeah, some amazing music. Some of it's on YouTube on Zim's channel too that you can listen to. My favorite is Floorcoon.
That was a meme song, and I don't understand why y'all like it.
It's a vibe.
Great though.
It is
It
great.
It
is
actually
nice.
does. It has a solid bop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Where's your friend?
It's the theme song of chronic alcoholism.
You're right, Spooky. I should stop using labs, but it's just what I have set, and I don't want to like have to start from the beginning yet. We'll start using stream elements soon. That'll be another theme. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on some tech.
Oh, I'm gonna have to mess with my flight stick. My flight stick is apparently broken. That's really bad considering I don't know how to fix Dead Zone live. Oh, okay, that's fine. Where do I want to go then?
Uh-oh. A wee bit down. Perfect. Oh, yeah, I can still hear everybody. Y'all can enjoy the Tekken 8 intro.
I don't know how to fix.
It might not, Geemond.
Geemond. I used to be able to-
And also, yes, hello. Hello there, Kieran.
I'm not gonna put the chats up because I probably won't keep them up there and whatnot. But big hug to everybody and everybody else. All the other DGF, all you good beans, big hug. You said you had to me. I'm sorry if I didn't say anything back. Just know I'm giving you a big hug. Haha.
They changed Elite Dangerous to a point where I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Help. This is actually a legitimate problem. Oh,
Oh,
no,
no.
my controls changed too.
I don't know about y'all, Master Franklin. I don't know how you do it, but for me, I can barely keep up with one chat. So if I had like 3 chats up, my brain would just melt. So I'm gonna focus on all of you Saurians right now because I'm gonna be focused a lot on the voice chat. Which, if I'm in a voice chat already, that's already dividing my attention. So apologies to everybody else in all the other chats. I love you all very much. I just won't be able to like look and talk to you. But just know I'm giving you a hug in spirit. Big tail hug. That and I'm gonna be playing a fighting game and kicking some teeth in. So taking us to the streets. Dang right.
All right, cool. I fixed one issue.
Hurrah!
It's
Away!
funny how I sat down for like 30 minutes and actually altered a bunch of settings to make them work properly, and then I enter the game. The first thing that happens is everything breaks.
Oh my god. That is what happens. That is what tends to happen at those kind of moments. Any game, honestly. Streamer's curse. Everything's fine, and then once you turn on the game, it just all explodes.
You know what?
In the server. Don't disconnect me. I'm making a joke. Come on, game. Okay, God. Oh, I thought it got me too. Alright, we're in. I'm gonna go to the lab. So I can do...
And there I go.
What happened? You in?
I have been taken by the aliens.
Oh no, goodbye.
Oh,
Go kill some spiders.
Also,
I
go
guess
place
we're
your
taking-
troops for Stream Raiders, everybody.
I guess we're taking over Zim's channel now. He's been taken.
So I'm gonna go to the lab with Jen just a little bit so I can, because they're gonna force me to play him in story mode. I might as well just practice with him a little bit. That was a good map to practice on. Where's the infinite last stage at?
There we go. Wait, why'd you get rid of my... Yeah.
Oh, who do I main? That's a good question. I don't have a main on here yet. I have people I keep playing on and off. I guess so far I would say a main would be Harangue. I wanted to match up with Bro, and that was one of his hardest matches, and somebody I always wanted to learn, but I never dedicated myself to, because he has different foot styles that confuse me. So let's learn some beat.
Alright. One thing I need to figure out how to do really quickly in this game myself is figure out how to tell it what stars to stop and what not to, because I got a fuel scoop.
You know
Oh my
the
goodness, they
rules,
changed it.
and so do I.
Oh, say goodbye.
Bapping you both.
Hey, I wasn't the one that talked about knowing the rules.
I don't know the rules anymore, apparently, so you're lying.
Hey, I learned how to juggle already within 2 seconds. Yay, fighting game logic. You stay with me. So, looks like this is a good lifter.
Meryl, thank you so much for the 22 months. I appreciate it. You're amazing. Holy goodness.
Yay, Merle.
I like this one because I love things that look like a flicker punch. In boxing, if you do like a quick jab, it kind of, you basically slap somebody in the face really quick to disorient him. Basically, think discombobulate. Discombobulate. It's basically a discombobulate slap. It's pretty cool. He has one of those, looks like. I'm gonna be doing that a lot. Alright, let's go to another one.
I think they removed a setting that I really like and I need for this trip, and I don't know how to find it.
I see a Spooky said something that Master may find hilarious. What is my main? Rex main's bottom. I do
mean,
go
it's
bot lane on
accurate.
I go bot lane on Pokemon Unite, so I guess, yeah, sure.
Adorable.
Rex is a good boy, Rex is a good boy, Rex is a good boy, Rex is a good boy.
I thought that'd be freaking Master doing that today first. I'm already overstimulated. You're gonna get me hyped up here. Appreciate it, sir. Appreciate. I'm glad to be called a good boy. Good to know that I'm a good boy to y'all. I feel like a good boy right now myself, but it's nice to confirm that y'all feel I'm a good boy. I feel all of you are good, just so y'all know. Oh shit.
You know what? It's fine. If I get trapped somewhere, there's things for that.
I have a roundhouse kick. I can beat Chuck Norris. He's not a damage.
Oh, I need to settle these freaking grudges.
What, you a dwarf or something?
Yes, I'm playing the dwarves.
I mean,
Oh. Oh wow, they actually have like a grudge mechanic or something then, I guess.
Well, they used to have the Great Book of Grudges. Yeah, they used to have the Great Book of Grudges. It has since been changed to... It's still a grudge mechanic, but at least we don't have this book that we have to open up and keep track of and actually manage and such. Now it is just a... This army has this many grudges against it. That settlement or faction has that many grudges. And, we just gain points from conquering them.
Well, is it really the same if you don't have the book?
I mean, there's still a book. It's just different.
oh no. I see why everybody mains Jin. He's kind of fun. Oh.
I will agree, gin is fun. It's one of my favorite drinks.
Yeah, it does mix. Kind of, sort of. I usually mix vodka when I used to drink more.
Oh, nice.
I can do that combo. Also, he's hot. It's spooky. I mean, I have a thing for Dairy Queen too, I guess.
Are you a Dairy Queen?
I suppose. I'm making a joke that his hairstyle is literally an ice cream scoop.
I would like a restraining order.
Hello there, Wolf Mage.
If somebody in chat really wants to be nice, they could tell me how to change the amount or the stars that we travel through, so that way I can make sure I'm only getting fuel stars. That'd be great.
There. That's what's not coming out. Now watch the combo happen. Here we go.
Even though I will run into 0 black holes.
I have no idea what you mean by that, Spooky. Oh, this playthrough is going horribly wrong in every way imaginable right now. Wolf Mage, I will not be allowing you to join because we are full on the voice chat.
I'm getting angry now.
Dude.
There be a lot of us here tonight.
Yeah.
If we're all kind of doing our own thing, so
Just vibing, talking about stuff.
Yeah,
So we can unite in
a.
Feel free to unite in a conversation. I was enjoying, dunking on Sony. That's always fun to do. I have a lot to dunk on.
Yep.
what were you saying, Tony or Tanya?
Tony.
We love the things you do, Tanya. What can we say?
I warned you I had a few drinks in me. Thank you,
Yeah,
Gib
same.
Gab.
Get going.
Go ahead.
I was thinking I was just vibing.
5?
Hey, Gabe Gab.
Make a giant shoe.
Appreciate you, Gib Gab.
The axe is scalar.
No, that's just my dash. My dash just says those words because I can't say that because I don't want to pay them $5 right now.
Understandable.
We are past the
Understand.
15 minutes. And
This
either way,
this is
Rex kind of broke that anyways.
true.
I'm
This is
sorry.
the ship I'm in right now. I named Transmissions. This is my exploration ship, and it is also known as the SS Fuck Off because I fuck off with it. Where's my boost? Oh, right, I'm in fucking... I don't have to worry about boosting right now. We're gonna try and make our way to the lovely... Oh, where's my butler? Oh, he is working. We're gonna try and make our way to Sagittarius A-Star, and apparently I can no longer plot a course there, so we're not gonna make it tonight. I just wanted to do something chill. With people.
Yeah, just gotta hang out. As I am attempting to recover this playthrough. I am at war on every front right now.
Oh no.
You ever thought about just, not being at war?
I'll be right back really quickly, too. I'm gonna go help my roommate.
Okay.
I thought that uses
The
meter.
greatest inventor.
That's a must-have move.
Let's show 'em.
Wipe them out! Eliminate the waste!
It's not home, but it'll do for now.
That's a good move.
The white dwarf is not available yet.
Beep. Boop. Hey, Cosmo.
Dirk, dirk. Do, 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 do. Yeah, this particular faction is very much hard mode. Yeah.
Invader.
Did you all know that Rex is a good boy?
Wait, that voice come from? Also, thank you.
Joke.
It came from your doom.
Oh God.
A gift from
I was
Green
unaware
Claw.
that his I was unaware that his Doom was capable of creating things.
Oh, it
That's
happens, you know.
Some advanced Doom.
Oh, yeah.
Explosives expert.
No, not that. There we go. Oh, that's mean.
For a glorious death. Engineer.
Let's try this now. It seems the least spooky is. You'll know when I start talking about butts. I'll be a little bit more obvious. Oh crap. Uppercut. And then I just do that version into that. And I end it with this. Alright, let's put it all together.
Hello there, BM Stettin.
Oh, almost had it. Y'all saw that? Let's try it again. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, I'm getting closer.
Greatest inventor. Who even travels by foot these days?
Move it! You travel by foot because you need to get your honey over there.
Oh, gosh darn it. I walk away for a bit and somebody's freaking pulled me out of hyper.
What?
I got nothing, dude.
Is it another player or?
No, I'm doing solo play. It's an NPC. It's a pirate. They scanned me. I got nothing on me right now, so I can't drop anything. Hi, Gib Gab. I'm in solo play.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Ido. Y'all gonna see that bar up there? Help Conrad first, but if you want to help me, I am okay. But music will be played if that hits $50 every $50. Well, you're in charge of typing that out. I don't want to keep on saying it.
Yeah, speaking of
Spooky.
not having,
Spooky. I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. It wasn't that I didn't want to answer the question, it's that I did not understand the question.
so speaking of the not having anything on the dangerous thing, yeah, sometimes those pirates just lack all survival instinct. Something that happened with Veronica ages ago. She had a very heavily armed ship because she always prioritizes offense first, and she was carrying a full load of weaponry, full load of munitions, as much as she could fit, because she was doing faction stuff for military. She gets pulled out of warp, and guys start scanning, and she's like, "Yeah, go ahead, scan my cargo hold, scan my ship's equipment." And the guy's like, "Oh, look at that! This looks like an easy pick, or an easy grab." And it's like, you poor son of a Twitch GTOS.
What was I meant to be typing for, sir?
You're fine.
So,
I've got my warship, and I just sit at waypoints and just wait. You can tell who's a pirate based on who scans you, and then you just flat out attack them and get their bounty.
No, he
There
does
have
not
actually-
have that, Spooky.
There have actually been a few times where I would deliberately find the most expensive thing on a local market, buy several of it, and just have them sitting in my cargo hold, stacked as bait.
Yep. I wouldn't even bother.
My,
If you
my
sit in
keelback, I have it outfitted for combat, and at the time, rather than it being a rover bay, it was a fighter bay.
Good timing. Could you pass the double flange sprocket, please?
Let's get back. That's where I'm going. We're going there for now because I can't plot my route all the way to Sagittarius A-Star. They changed the UI so horribly badly that I just don't know how to work it anymore. This is what happens when you don't play a game for a year and a half, I guess, huh?
This one.
All right, Mala. At some would, if you want to like promote the donation goal up there, you can. Tip goal. They're tips.
I don't know the command for that, Phil.
Just you got to type it out and pin it.
All right.
I didn't set up a command because I am dumb and don't think ahead.
Not everybody knows
Oh.
all the terms. Honestly, just to help you, just kind of explain what the term means. I know it because I've been in the rap game for a while. I'm a spitter. I know anything that has lingo like that. But it's not universal or anything. Dump truck means a fat ass to me, and I catch it really quick. Not everybody thinks dump truck and thinks of booty. Then again, I'm a car sometimes on, so that's a difference. I think a lot of car things as funny other things now.
Yeah,
Yep,
don't
you
know
get-
why a bit
see,
people. I guess
nor-
I'm
Make it light.
don't know.
Normally you're a dinosaur, sometimes you're a car, so you get promoted from being the contents of the fuel tank to being the owner of it.
Exactly. See, Tanya gets it.
No, he's not the owner of it. I'm the owner of it.
Oh, you are the
Well,
big
the-
boss.
The car owns the fuel tank and you own the car.
Yes.
Ah.
See, there you go. You have your autonomy, and I do too.
Well,
Well,
my game broke
it's-
again.
you have the self-driving feature. I guess that counts as autonomy, doesn't it?
Exactly. That's why I'm able to stream. Now, let's see. Back to Raptor hours. I'm going to beat this guy's ass, and he's not going to be able to do anything about it.
Why did my... Oh no, it did that again. How do I fix that?
See ya, Wolf Mage.
Thank you. How did my perspective break? This game has so many UIs. Somebody help me.
Pat Bouncer RBM.
I would, but I don't know anything about it. I took a look at that, like I said before, I took a look at that UI and was just like, I don't know what any of this is.
Well, the funny thing
Nope.
is that I didn't hit any buttons, so I don't know what it did.
That gives me a free perfect misstep? Oh, that's crazy. That's a big tell, though.
Big tail, best tail.
True.
Oh, that's new to the UI.
But that means I can use this to start up a combo.
Middle mouse button, thank you. Ah, yes, okay.
Spooky, you're spinning a lot of stuff towards Rex there. When he's a damn good boy.
I'm confused. Oh. Lies, you don't beat ass, you get your ass beat. I can't even argue that because every time that someone has seen me play a fighting game, I've been kind of getting rocked. But, I mean, shoot. If you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. And if you're going to play fighting games, you got to be able to get beat up. The fact that I get beat up doesn't make me any less of an ass whooper. So,
On a,
catch me.
on a side note, I know the reason why I want to go to Sagittarius A-Star is I once vowed to drive directly into it with my ship, and I'm going to lose all my shit for it. But it's worth it.
Figure out a combo
Isn't
with this.
Sagittarius a No, okay. All right. There's a certain binary cluster that's one of them's believed to be a black hole. I cannot remember what that was.
I'll do it.
I actually was there in this game, and if you go to the little planet that's going around it, I discovered it. My name's on it.
What,
I'm very proud
Sagittarius?
of that. Not Sagittarius. It's by Sagittarius, though. I don't remember the name of it myself.
Good idea.
I've done some black hole
Well,
hunting.
Wait, you said you don't remember the name yourself. I thought the name of it was yourself.
Nope. There's a little planet that well, you know this game. I don't have to explain. You're just making fun of me. So rude.
Audience. But no, yeah, I believe that there's a there's a binary system in real life that it's believed that one of the two is a black hole feeding off the other.
I wish I remember which one that was. I know what you're talking about.
From Brindle.
Oh no. This character's gonna force me to not button mash anymore. Alright, fine.
So, fun fact, chat. I'm colorblind, and I reset my UI recently, trying to fix it, and I actually can't always tell what I'm looking at right now. So, if you guys see giant red dots on my screen, I might not be able to see them. Please warn me.
I did the move 3 times in a row. I've learned the combo. Fist in the air. Let's go. Oh, it's so hard.
Where am I
though.
going?
Innovator. I can't wait. Give him a good thrashing.
Let's go ahead and
So
go
sorry.
with this star. Oh, it's around there.
A spot of dwarven know-how and no way.
So, on Trailmakers right now, I've been trying desperately to find the path to get into a base so that I can drop off an artifact. In the process of just trying to find the front door, I have found 5 more artifacts.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, good problem to have. Now, so there's the Arctic base in the High Seas DLC. There's only 2 ways into it. I'd have to navigate the ice caverns, or you have to have an aircraft. And I have a mini sub right now, so I need to use the ice caverns.
All right.
And it's a labyrinth underwater. I've found 5 artifacts in these caves just trying to find the front door.
Good problem to have, but sucky. Where are you leading me, game? Let's see if I
Alright,
can
I will
get
be
rid of-
right back while I run Stream Raiders.
I don't like that. Let's choose a different star. You. Cool. Snapple. I really wish I could fix my UI so that way I could see. This is rough. This has got a lot of stars in it, though. All right, I think that's the right place. Yes, it is. Cool. Yes, Meryl, Sagittarius A star is the black hole at the center of the Milky Way, and I want to throw my ship into it like a moron and die.
Oh, so, okay, that one is
Why?
Sagittarius.
Yes.
Then yeah, that is the one I was thinking of.
Well,
Dying is bad.
Sagittarius and Sagittarius A star are 2 different things. Sagittarius is a binary star system. It is the closest star system to us. Also representative as a dog with a star tattoo on his eye.
Okay, so
Sometimes.
I think I just had a couple wires crossed there then.
Yep. Well, it's hard to configure. Sagittarius A star is literally Sagittarius A with a star or with an asterisk. It's called a star, but it's honestly the black hole, in the center of the Milky Way. Weird shit. I love space. Can you tell? Ido, thank you for the tip of $10. I gravely appreciate it.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back. It's not Beetlejuice that has a binary system that there might be a black hole. There is a star system that I think is like 80 light years away that might have a black hole, but I don't remember what it's called. Fuel scooping. That's what I thought. Oh, my dead zone's back. Yeah, Sagittarius A and at Sagittarius A star are two different things. Which, shame on
Alright.
scientists.
Place your troops, everybody.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Things tipped $5, Razim coins.
Ido, thank you so much for that tip. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it.
Man, I'm gonna have to figure out what button I hit to activate my exploration mode. I don't remember. Well, let's figure it out now. There it is. There's nothing here. No? Oh, I have this. I just don't remember to use it.
Okay, I'm declaring this playthrough this is just...
Oh, giving
I
up
can't
before
make
it's
it.
done. That's a grudging.
I
Yeah.
can't make headway.
I'm on it.
What are you, a tree lover?
I have one army that can deal with all of these, but I've got attacks coming in from 4 sides.
True dwarf fights until death.
Let's give them something to remember us by, eh? Just crash. Let's
Yeah, a true dwarf fights until death. A true longbeard keeps fighting after that.
grudges must be paid.
Chat, my game might have just crashed.
No.
I'm not getting my spectral analyst thing that I should be getting, nor can I leave. Oh, that's not
Oh
good.
no.
Yeah, my game just... Oh. Did I just fix it? I just fixed it.
Yay.
Okay.
Explosives expert.
There we go.
Better tooling. Better.
Yes, Ren, this playthrough is very much dying.
The past is the past.
Rub some bacon on it.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
I'm glad I wasn't the one that suggested it.
Hi there, Valios. Oh.
Oh. I promise I'll figure out how to work this again soon.
Well, I suppose this will decide if I'm out or not.
There we go. I got it. You guys are going to see me do this a lot tonight. Sorry to other chats that have to hear this explanation, but what I'm doing is I'm searching for radio signals that match certain signatures for planets and other things to get money. I'm doing this for money. I'm actually doing this for fun, but...
Closer. Aye, very nice.
So these should be planets.
Hello there, Raijin. How are ya? Let's beam a radio signal to Eric, calling him cute? Maybe.
Yes,
not-
they're being cute.
Jimmond _ wants
This
to
is
bring out the
cute
brothers
seeking
come
cheese.
forth Michaels.
I'm not seeking cheese. Y'all throw cheese at me.
Well,
I just-
you heard the card there, bruh. Rex, bruh. I think Michael is muted.
Oh, it's probably for the best. I said some very, very things that would get me probably sternly scolded. But yeah, I've been talking the whole time.
Are you seriously doing the
Well,
Michael thing again?
bruh. Yeah,
coming
bruh,
back to
the
the
card
Michael
was
thing, bro?
played.
Wait, oh, that's a card? That's why you did it?
Yeah, bruh, 5 minutes. We gotta, all the Michaels are back out again, and then I guess we're Michaels again.
Bruh.
Bruh, 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 bruh.
I like to think it's more nuanced than that. Even I would get annoyed about that, bruh. We gotta keep it focused, bruh. Think about Michelle. You have to get back to her, bruh. She misses us. I think last time we saw her, she turned her head 360 degrees around and threw up some stuff. But I know she's fine. Everybody says I think she's
Go for it. Star Trek. All right then.
Why you don't just take whatever pills they hand you in the club, bruh?
That's right, bruh. It's all that. It's the system, bruh. It has to be. Everybody says she's possessed and stuff, but I just think she needs a 7-Up, bruh.
A 7-Up.
7-Up cures everything. That's what my mama said.
Yeah, bruh.
One 7-Up or a surge.
I mean, a surge is understandable.
You were heading to your crib last night, Michael? Nice.
Hey, Michael's in the chat. For those that don't know, we had a horror game where everybody was Michael. We had the same avatar. So now this is a bit that continues on past that, and there's a card that played on Razim's stream that makes us all Michael. So if you ever hear me out of nowhere start saying Michael a lot and sound like a dude, bro, there's your one and only explanation. It's only gonna last for 5 minutes, if not that, so...
Yeah,
no worries if it gets
bro.
tiring.
Oh, honey, we're always
You can-
dude, bro.
You
I know,
can be
right?
comforted by the fact that I am not Michael.
But
Something much more evil, huh? I'm
no, we are
Oh, boy.
all Michael, bro.
Are you sure that
Mickey
Tanya's
is short
not
for Michael.
Michelle?
That is very true. That is a Michael. Michael and Burn noticed too.
She's a Michael, he's a Michael, we're all Michael, bro.
Bruh, have you ever looked at everything going on around you and been like, what the hell did I sign up for, bruh?
Bro,
Yeah,
that's deep.
bro,
That's
a
deep, Michael.
deep.
Good cut, Michael.
Assume that signing
Bruh.
was a choice.
I
Yo,
never knew I
Barbara,
was a
me
Michael
now.
until this moment in time, bruh. I just assumed I was not a Michael. It turns out I was a Michael all
You
along.
were always a Michael, bro.
Moon's claw.
We're all Michaels.
Michael in my heart, Michael.
Brohan. Bruv.
Bro, this
Oh,
battle's going bad.
Hey, Tiny Panda. Raptor Sama.
We're not like weebs in this chat, bruh, so you're gonna have to like chill that weeb talk and return to like Michael.
Yeah.
Become
Yeah,
Michael, bro.
Be Michael, bro. Don't be a nerd. Be a Michael.
Yeah, bro.
Gotta
Be a
watch,
proper Michael.
gotta watch real anime like DBZ. Just make like we've
Bruh, don't hurt me with that like weeb shit. Like, that's not even good weeb shit. If you're gonna like do good weeb shit, let's talk to Nami, man. Bruh. Bruh.
Has the core war out yet?
You should just avoid all the weird
Wow.
stuff in general. Western animation's the only animation you should be paying money for.
You know, that Michael gets the most money out of all of us. They might be right.
Damn straight.
Yeah, but that's not a Michael, bro. Michael
Mickey is
is
just first for Michael.
special.
Vengeance.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, we're free.
We are
Okay.
free.
What the
Right.
bloody hell is
Bold
with
of you
that
to
card,
assume
and why was I
freedom could
not
never happen.
warned that I had to go dude, bro?
Bruh.
Son of a- I'm gonna go
Yeah?
take my meds, Burb. Apparently, my phone even thinks that was too much.
Damn. Having a freaking battle with your kid.
So he
What's
said
the
he was
shot?
going to get his meds, and then I immediately hear him saying, "Get over here, kitty." What does the cat have to do with his meds?
My cat was
Everything.
staring at me and wanted to be attentioned to, but then immediately decided that they did not want attention.
I don't believe you. I believe that you have medicated belly rubs.
Oh, medicated belly ribs? Come here, cat.
Hey Flo, to explain, I explained it midway, but basically it's a card that plays on Razem that's a callback to a bit we did when we played Anomalous Exit, where everybody looks like a dude, bro. They all had the same cloned avatar, and we made a bit that we're all Michael trying to save our girlfriend Michelle, who is currently possessed, who literally is a cryptid SCP anomaly, but we keep trying to save her, and we all have the same accent and talk and blah 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 blah. So, yeah, it's a bit. Super dude bro
And from
hours.
now on, any time that the Michael card is played, now that I understand the card, I will just be Mickey.
That's fine. Have fun with it. That's the goal anyway of it. Just to have fun. Also, to shout out to a funny thing that I used to do with a friend at work for myself called Nikki Cool Ranch, who was, oh man, he's basically a 90s mascot personified as a person, but also he's like the worst person ever. Let's see. All right. I'm going to fight somebody online real quick as Chin and as this avatar, because why not? And then we'll be doing story mode pretty soon. It's probably been about 30 minutes to an hour already. How long have we been streaming? Oh, that's been a whole hour. That hour flew by fast.
Your pack has been sent, Flo. I lost most of my army, but we technically won.
Oh, everybody's gonna know who I am online.
Hello, Flo. How are ya?
God, they said time to go get cards. You mind, there's a lot of cards to get.
We do have some coupon codes as well.
Jeez, first match is actually like canon. That's great.
Malachi
I'm fighting
McCays.
Kazuya, my father. And we have a special intro. You never supported my convention going, father. And I'm gonna have to beat your ass in a volcano. Can't you see that I'm really a wolf inside?
Why do these sound like 90s song lyrics?
Funny enough, I'm actually doing pretty good playing this dude for the first time. Ah, you didn't expect the kick, did you? That's what I
So-
call a bait.
Rex, an ad was just running on your channel, and the advertisement that was playing for me, it was some guy shouting into a microphone. So it just looked like he was doing commentary on the fight in progress. It was like watching WWE.
Only the toughest die. I'll try not to kill you. Emphasis on try. Oof, we're getting into grudge territory.
There we go. Medicine taken.
Press the button.
I
Button in.
I didn't know Michael was a thing until now.
Me.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
what's up?
You got a donation goal for Conrad, right?
Right now it's actually for my rent.
Ah, okay.
But if you guys specify that it's to help Conrad, it'll go towards Conrad.
I was just gonna note that my fan or people that watch my channel never donate to hear me sing, but people in your channel do. I don't
True.
understand.
To be fair,
'Cause
most
you
of the
don't
people in
really
your chat are...
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know if I like the fact that I'm playing good with Jin or I am sad, but yeah. I see
Just
why everybody
press
keeps picking this
buttons.
dude up. He kind of has a lot of good buttons, I'm not gonna lie. Compared to anybody else I played, this dude is just like winning out his exchanges by pure grit alone.
I mean, that's why he's the poster boy.
Yeah, he is main
Yeah.
character syndrome.
Yeah.
Man, this is why I wish my UI I could fix my UI. I can't tell where I'm going. Elite, add a colorblind mode, please. I can't tell where my target is. Not that. You know what?
Ready to do the guild's bidding.
Thank you, Gib Gab, for the $11. I appreciate it.
Ready to do
Hi,
the
Christoph.
guild's bidding.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Currently playing with a lot of friends right now. Doing a little bit of practicing on Tekken 8. I'm about to do story mode pretty soon, but yeah, welcome. Get a shout out for Christoph,
No
please.
ideal, but it'll
Hey, it's
do.
nice seeing you over here raiding me. I appreciate that. Alright, this next match is for you, because I need to concentrate for a second.
What?
Do I have to do something?
Okay.
Your engineering has low tolerances.
Oh, Tanya. I appreciate it, Tanya. You shouldn't have, legitimately.
Explosives expert.
We're at 33 out of 50 for the first song, folks.
I am the
Got me.
White Dwarf.
What'd I do? I screwed up.
We're 1-1 now. Lamau stream elements? Wait, what? What about stream elements? Also, what is Okami? Oh, that's just Okami? Okami Den.
What's that? Is that nonsense? I appreciate it, Tanya. I really do. Oh crap! Here it comes.
Oh,
Who did that one? All right. All right. I got a song. Cheesed. Do you guys want an Offspring song, or do you guys want Floggy Molly song? Because I think I could do either of those right off the top of my head.
I like Offspring song.
Offspring song it is. How do you guys feel about? Well, fuck. I can't do that song now. Shit. Because I love that song, but it would not be a good song to do right now. Shit. Give me a second. I'll get set up. I'll do Flogging Molly on y'all and insult the Brits at the same time.
How dare?
You're the ones that started the war, man.
How dare?
So many of my songs are really like I've learned to do that song.
An army does not march
what happens in like grunge.
I had to focus for a little bit. The elements are thinking I was playing Taken 8. Oh, I see.
How can I help?
All right.
Oh. It's kind of wonky sometimes how it does that. I don't know why it does that.
I'm gonna have to pull up the lyrics for this song because I don't know them off the top of my head anymore. Let's see.
I go where I'm needed.
Reach over my flight stick.
Greatest inventor.
So, it's probably obvious to tell, but I just picked up Jin like today just because I'm playing story mode. I decided to just like at least play him a little bit so I'm not just... Because they force you to play him over and over again in story mode. I want to just pick up something with him. It's kind of fun.
How about I do Drunken Lullabies? Is anybody familiar with Dropkick Murphys?
I am not, but
I am.
Well, I hope you would, because the song's literally about the war that you caused, Mala.
Isn't there a version of that by Flogging Molly as well?
Drunken Lullabies? I don't know if they did it or
New
not.
stuff, new ideas.
Oh, I am familiar with
Ocean.
both bands and a lot of their work.
Yeah, I don't think Flogging Molly did it. If they did, I am incorrect, and I'm sorry. How's that sound, by the way? Is that too loud?
Perfect.
sounds good to me.
All right. Man, half my songs were shot. So
For those who haven't heard Drunken Lullabies, you're in for a treat.
Why were they shot?
yep. So, reasons I'll tell you offline.
Okay.
Grunge is very depressive. Let's put it that way.
Ah.
I'm gonna do it the classic way instead of the way that you hear it on the album. This is a cover, so this is covered for use. Take a look from hateful eyes to glisten once again. 500 years like Gaelic night have blown us all to hell. What Savior rests while on his cross we die, forgotten freedom puns. As a shepherd led his lambs astray to the bigot's hand a gun. Must take a life from hateful lies. We glisten once again, 'cause we find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken lullabies. I watch and stare as Rosen's eyes turn a darker shade of red, and the bullet with the snappers lie in their body godless cell. Must we starve on crumbs from long ago through bars of man-made steel? Is a greater little thing we lost. Knelt the crunch and splash to kill. Must it take a life from hateful lies? Listen once again, 'cause we find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken lullabies. Well, maybe it's the way we're taught. Well, maybe it's the way we fought. but a smile never grins without tears to begin. For each kiss is a cry we lost, is the line here, but I always fuck that up. And there's nothing left to gain, but for Banshee stole the grave. 'Cause we find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken lullabies. I sweep or sit and dwell from faces past, like memories seem to fade. No color left but black and white, and soon we'll all turn gray. But maybe shadows will rise to walk again, with lessons truly learned. When the blossom flowers in each our heart shall it beat with newfound flame. Must we say alive from hateful lies? Listen once again, 'cause we find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken love. The bar, singing drunken love. If I can play right. Lullabies. Singing drunken lullabies. Right. Sorry I botched that so hard.
It was great. Hell yeah.
It was great.
I've
still
actually,
botched the part.
I've never heard the chill rendition version. I only ever heard the Flogging Molly version, which is a lot more angry.
They do both.
Really?
At least, is it Flogging Molly that does that, not Dropkick Murphys? I swear
Oh,
that
Dropkick-
Dropkick Murphys did it.
I don't know if they were the original or not. Here, let me.
It's a traditional song.
I've left the court and its duties behind. I now devote myself to the halls of Grimnir.
When I looked up Dropkick Murphys Drunken Lullabies, the top result was Flogging Molly Drunken Lullabies.
Slayer.
Oh, so it was Flogging Molly. Flogging Molly and Dropkick Murphys are both great bands.
Oh yeah.
If you like
That'll come in handy.
anti-war Irish punk. Or pirate music. They do some great pirate music too.
That they do.
Engineer.
There are several Irish folk bands that I listen to, all of which are great.
All right.
Oh man, I mean, let's see what other.
Da Vinci's Notebook. That's the
songs.
other one. They have a lot of interesting ones as well, but they don't do traditional stuff. They do how best to put it, garish humor songs.
Is that Spider-Man?
I can
Looks
get
like
along.
this.
There's another Irish punk band that I just do not remember the name of right now that does some good shit too. Man, I wish I could remember everything, but brain don't work right. That song is about specifically Gab Ireland. The English Nationals, and that's where that song comes from, Ireland.
Is he breaking out for anyone else?
Yeah, he's been doing that for a little while for me. I thought it was at my end.
Ah, shit.
But no, yeah, Dropkick Murphys, Flogging Molly, the Irish Rovers, and there's another one that's on the tip of my tongue. I have a dozen songs by them, but I can't freaking remember it. I'll flip through my liked songs until I find it. Give me a second.
I'm here.
I didn't know I was cutting in and out for everybody. I shouldn't be.
You might be hitting the CPU ceiling.
Up and away.
I shouldn't be. I'm checking right now. Let's see. What am I pushing my CPU to? Oh, it's only at 130%. Okay, I am.
You know who I
Let's fix that.
Whoa.
am? On my way.
I won
Yeah.
that?
If I'm streaming Cyberpunk, I actually have to turn off my live avatar and switch to reactive because I just do not have the overhead for it. I mean, I could turn the graphics down, turn off instant replay, and maybe drop render distance a little bit.
All right.
But why would I do that?
I mean, I also spent $1,300 for this avatar, and it's running on a separate PC
I need to make room for artillery.
that I spent $500 on. So, is this better, by the way?
So far, yeah.
Okay, I turned down my graphics to medium, so hopefully that helps.
I'm still scrolling through my
Engineer.
Spotify library to find the band. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Flo,
Yeah,
this is the new dwarf faction that was released not long ago. Also, hello there, Chrysovos and Deer. They've got an
Yeah, we're jumping.
airship, and that seems to basically be their main gimmick.
If I continue to cut out chat and or voice chat here, let me know, so that way I can... Uh-oh. Oh, this game is killing me.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm.
Wee.
Wee. I think I'm done beating up people online and doing the whole like prep stuff. I'm gonna start doing story mode, and that's gonna be a lot of dialogue. So everybody here who's been going over, if you haven't yet, go over and lurk or chill over there. Type an exclamation mark everything from exclamation mark Zim, exclamation mark Argon, exclamation mark it's under era. But I'm going to backflip out of here and beat this game. Tekken 8. Hee. But it's been fun.
Alright, bye forever.
Bye forever. I guess I'll see you never again, Master. But for everybody else who wants to say bye in a nice way, love you all. I'll see you very soon. It's been very fun hanging out. I will
Zim,
see
it's
y'all
not-
when I see y'all.
Zim, it's not by forever. He has got the tracking device.
Exactly. You had me collared, remember?
He's not
Not
supposed to
about the
know.
track device.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Anyway, love y'all. Catch y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
You say he's not supposed to know, but I feel like he would eventually ask why his neck's beeping.
Oh, well, the thing is that it's under the skin.
I mean, he hasn't asked yet since that mystery surgery, so...
Yeah.
Wee. Anyway.
I think everything's fine.
Wee. Anyway.
The best boots are Dawi made, of course.
Shit, I'm gonna have to default to songs I've written after this. I don't like that. Why y'all gonna make me do songs that I wrote? Songs I wrote are terrible.
Tremble. Strolling.
I'm gonna have to, like, remember lyrics and stuff.
Shut your mouth.
That's the band right there. The one I was thinking of. The Longest Johns.
I think I saw them live once.
Well, yeah, the Longest Johns have done several Irish folk songs. They've of course done Wellerman. They've done Drunken Sailor, Hammer and the Anvil, Ashes.
Only thing that's kept dwarves alive.
Tobacco Island is a very good song. I highly recommend it. It's about piracy, of course.
Of course.
Don't judge me.
Yeah, I actually
Judges.
I found out about the Longest Johns from Moriarty, because some of the songs that he's done covers of, I was curious about those, and he linked me to the Longest Johns versions of them.
Man, I wish I could remember that one band that did some really good Irish folk punk style songs. But I don't off the top of my head.
A firma Drekentov. Oh, aye. Let's give them...
At least you can be proud of one thing, Mala.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of songs that are very much inspired by your British arse.
You're welcome.
No, thank you.
Wait. We're talking about Irish songs that are inspired by the British. I know of a couple.
That was the joke, yes.
You know the song I'm referencing.
I do, but Mala doesn't. That's funnier.
Oh, that does make it
Well.
better.
It's okay. The Brits don't need to understand us. I think there's more than one Brit in my chat. That's the funny thing.
Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wives how you won medals down in Flanders. Show them how the IRA made you run like hell away. My singing voice is flatter than the plains, so I'm gonna stop.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm leaving.
Your singing voice does not cause me physical pain, so you're good.
Explosives,
I could make it cause physical pain.
I would rather you not.
Sounds like a challenge.
No, that is not a challenge.
I feel like I've been issued a challenge.
You have not been issued a challenge. Please don't make.
Clearly, I need to try harder. Baby hands were not sufficient.
I'm saying your voice is good, and you're going to take that compliment and try to hurt me.
I'm just wondering if you're noticing where I'm going with that yet.
Da 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 da. No, thank you.
Okay, I need to make a meat dragon.
Zim, help.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, something.
It's the Tana. There's nothing that can't be done.
But someone save me from myself.
He is right, you know. They tried to get rid of me once. It was a 5-week long siege that incorporated all of the air vents.
Why did I give you an open invite to any of my games?
Wait, me?
I was wondering the same.
Oh, good. She forgot, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. That makes.
Oh, no.
That
Well,
makes
now
all
you've
agreements-
reminded me. Now you've reminded me.
Shh. Sweet summer child. Shh.
Bold of you to assume I am any of those things. I am not sweet, wasn't born in the summer, and I haven't been a child for at least a century.
Lovely lady, please no. Is that better?
I'll accept it, but you're on thin ice.
Would you rather bitch, please?
Yes.
You know who I am?
Bitch, please.
No. You can beg all you want, I won't stop.
Can't stop me now. I warned you all I had a few drinks. This is all your faults now. You let me in here.
I may be doing bad things, but you're not acting to stop me, so at this point, you're just being negligent.
I mean, true. I'll never stop you from doing stupid things. I'll just pull up the camera.
Hello. Good to see you.
Ah, shit, there goes my... There we go. Yep, this is explode.
Here I am doing the last thing I was expected to do today. I'm descaling the coffee maker just so I can get a cup.
You better watch out there, Era.
Hmm.
She's practicing how to descale things.
I mean, it's okay. I'm a soft scale dragon. If she removes them, they'll
That just
grow
makes it
back.
easier.
I also have regen, so I'm okay.
Infinite
The
supply.
dwarfs need me.
Honey bunny, you can't take me.
Well, I'm not into dragons, but I appreciate the offer.
Zim, you allowed me and Tanya in the same room. This is your fault now.
Just 'cause someone can't take you doesn't mean they can't try.
Molly, you would
That's a
know.
good way to end up in the hospital.
Yes, and?
There's a reason why you're on the inside.
What about Stream Raider Spooky? It's go place your troops.
You know what? You know what,
Chicken
Era?
butt?
No. You're not you when you're thirsty.
Cheers. All right, cheers. This is actually water, by the way. I have water at my desk for this.
Got water for everybody, even Sim.
Yay. Also, fuck it. I'm going chaos.
Sigma's will.
What do you mean going?
Chaos dwarves.
Yeah, what do you mean going, Chaos? That implies that there was movement involved.
Ta legeneras va Asgore. Abgro Kazak.
So there's one of my things on my HUD here. Looks like it's blinking due to the Christmas lights around my viewport here. It's not. I'm just dumb.
Dumb. Okay, coffee maker is now completely deskinned. And the entire apartment now smells like vinegar. I mean, it smelled like cleaning chemicals before, so I'll upgrade, I guess.
It is for good reason that ships rarely stop along the southern coastlines that provide passage into the desolate Darklands. In the distance, past the roving bands of orcs, goblins, ogres, and worse, black smoke can be seen spewing into the filthy sky. Though one would be forgiven for thinking this is entirely volcanic in nature. The stench of tar pits and oil pools hangs heavily in the air, hinting at a malevolence that threatens to rise. Thraldom or death are the likely destinies of those ill-prepared to travel northward. Might be a cutscene real quick.
No worries.
Oh.
Oh.
Wherever my walker rig takes me, we will burn to ash. Hash it, wills it. Okay.
Yoki doki.
Yeah, basically my thought.
Now, I can finally have chocolate coffee, actually.
Damn it, now I want coffee.
The IHOP flavored coffees were on clearance, so I grabbed a bag of it.
I'm half tempted to shut up my pet, but he's here at his back, so I don't want to make him do things. He's still cooking dinner.
What do you mean? Your pet's right here in call.
Well, this one can't cook me dinner and doesn't live with me, so...
No, but you could tell him to order you something and have it sent to you.
I'm not sure if Mala has money.
Flail, how dare.
Am I wrong?
I don't know, are you?
No, because I'm always right, because I'm your master.
I'm
always left.
I might be left, but I'm not wrong.
I'm a
No, I'm
boop,
saying I'm always right.
I'm a boopless urban.
What do you mean, ready to engage? I'm center.
You're like, you know how you can purge all evil from a location, but you still have that lingering sensation in the back of your mind? That's me. I was left.
Astragoth Julahu.
It's going good, Narrow. I have learned that me and Tanya are not allowed in the same room for reasons.
But it's fun.
Twitter talk.
Kind of like me and Taldaris not allowed to do math together.
Well, that makes sense. Two dragons doing math, you'll just end up comparing horde sizes.
Well, we don't need to compare, we know whose is bigger. And we'll never tell you which.
Hello there, Deathmaster Scythe.
Young dragons.
That's just a cop-out so that each of you can walk away feeling like yours is the bigger one, but never have to admit anything.
Yes.
Of course, that's the way dragons work.
I think you have a little bit too much pride.
I'm a dragon.
Hello,
Yeah, too much
Starblaze.
pride by dragon standards.
No, I'm following the law of dragon. You see, if we have to get in a fight in front of other mortals, we go ahead and say we'll never tell you, so that we never know the answer. But one of us is currently strutting a little bit more than the other.
Wait, did you say in front of mortals? Or did I mishear that?
Well, in the grand scope of things,
I am a celestial.
yeah, I'm a pit stain on this, or in the face of reality.
Well, I just inadvertently saved myself from a horrible experience. I thought that I'd completely flushed the vinegar out of the coffee maker after descaling it. Made a cup of coffee, poured some milk in order to, cream the coffee. As soon as I began stirring, it all clotted instantly.
Nope,
I
that's
had
not.
I had not, in fact, gotten rid of all the vinegar yet.
Vinegar coffee. Ugh, never mind. Mala, come here, make me coffee.
Good thing it was only a K-cup. So
I don't do coffee, I only do tea.
You just realized what my UI says? I don't. This is why I'm not streaming on YouTube right now. Welcome to Transmissions, aka SS Fuck Off. Right,
wait,
SS
no.
fuck the hell out of here.
I understand where I screwed up. Okay, I forgot that the Keurigs have a secondary internal reservoir that's not the main reservoir tank. Forgot that little detail.
Zim,
Yes?
you're cute.
No.
Yep.
Matter of opinion. Eye of the beholder and all that. Oh wait, no, sorry, legally distinct. Eye of the multi-eyed admiring entity that floats and kinda sometimes negates magic.
I'm a dragon and better.
Yeah, I have to agree with Sarah, or being on this one, you are cute.
It's the
Let's just-
Eye of the Dragon. Alright, now you have to come up with a dragon version of that song.
It's Eye of the Dragon, we're better than the rest. Because we're so magnificent. Don't you challenge me because I am right. Because I am a fucking dragon. Eye of the Dragon.
Not bad.
That
Not
was
bad.
your fault.
I approve. The Chaos Dwarf economy is managed across several different resources: treasury, labor, raw materials, and armaments. Building more mines increases your potential raw materials output. but also increases your workload requirement for that province. Raw
I've got a
material?
version. Oh, I thought you were done.
Nah, I'll let you know. Raw materials are generated each turn from outpost mine buildings. If you have less labor than workload in a province, your raw materials output there will scale down accordingly. Labor is received after battles or via military convoys. A portion of labor is lost each turn based on your control levels. When received, labor is split evenly between all provinces that are accepting new intake. You can set a province to accept new intake via this checkbox. Nico Chiba, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome.
I'll be right back. I need some beverage.
Okay. Labor actions
Danny.
can
While he's-
instantly boost your treasury, conclave influence, or control at the cost of labor. Ooh. Buildings under construction will display the Rush Construction button. Rush Construction allows you to instantly complete construction at the cost of labor. The cost scales based on the number of turns remaining. Neat. Go ahead.
It's the eye of the
Or do you need a
dragon.
hug?
It's the roar. Oh my
Restart the
god.
Game. Also, I got redeemed. So I'm hugging you because I'm hugging Holo. And I really need to make a hug for you too. So that'll be my next
Okay.
redeem I'll work on.
Well, hello.
Hello there. How's this one going?
Hello?
I just started.
I'm sending you all the rad vibes.
Ah,
You got this.
I went chaos.
You went chaos this time? Oh, snap.
Yes. Alright, now go ahead.
Hmm. Now I'm forgetting parts of it. I've been waiting half an hour here. It's the eye of the dragon. It's the roar and the bite. Your forearms the same size as their member. If your class is a bard, then you can bed them all night. But take this word of advice, 'cause you might get dismembered. Whose version was better?
For YouTube land, Era's.
Aw.
For Furry land,
Yay.
yours.
Yay!
Rude. I vote for the arrow bands.
Yeah, but you're biased.
And
Your vote doesn't count.
I am the pet of a dragon, so that means it counts the most. That's how that works, right?
While I'm getting food. Mala, your ego is not supposed to supersede mine.
It doesn't.
It 100% does.
I'm questioning whether Eric could hear me singing.
Yeah, he has a wireless headset.
Oh, good. I want to know his opinion. This is fun. Us, hanging out today. Feeling a lot better
yeah.
today.
Marunleth. Izan Hashwatanuku.
Furry!
I ended up not getting food.
I would suggest a minor correction. Also, Vari, thank you for the sub.
What correction?
Well, you said my member, but it should be plural.
Oh my
That was
god.
a whole lot of stuff that the chat didn't need to know.
Yeah.
I warned you.
I'm just wondering, in divulging that detail, what exactly was your HEMA plan?
I don't have plans. I'm just a dragon. Everything works out for me.
Oh, once again with the ego. You've got more hubris than a mage.
I'm not sober, so it's all coming out. Normally I contain this, but right now I don't think I can.
Good.
And yet somehow the mouth has more ego than me.
You leave my Roomba alone.
That is my Roomba, ma'am.
Nope, it's mine.
But I made that Roomba.
Help from being stolen.
Well, General Electric makes Roombas. That doesn't mean that all of them belong to them.
Yeah, but this one in particular actually does belong to me.
I feel like ownership is an outdated concept.
Why are you playing on that angle on me? That's mean. I hope you guys are enjoying FWA. You and Viv there, Vari. And Riku and Ember. That's their partner's name, yes. Tell them all I said hi.
So do you think I'll be able to actually have coffee this time?
Oh boy.
Maybe. Oh boy.
There is so much to this.
I think he's
I'm
observing the
gonna
members.
Die.
Yeah, he's
Oh no,
definitely observing the members right now.
I already observed them. I am directly involved in the process of creating them.
Oh, Rex is
there's so much to this. I'm gonna die. Like, yep, that sounds like a normal thing for a furry to say.
What do you mean? Furries don't have insides.
Okay, look, just because I'm an energy-based life form, that doesn't mean...
This is why I'm not a bottom. I know what kind of top I am. I don't think I could ever transition.
Well, I can personally attest that anyone can transition.
But let's see here. By the way, chat, next song, I think I will do Too Close by Alex Clare. Because that's a song I think I can safely do right now.
So, in Cyberpunk, when you have an optional comment or retort your character can make, and the little timer's ticking down, and you're just waiting for it to hit 0 so the conversation can progress, I think that's what just happened to Era. There was something that he could have said, but he chose not to.
I've actually never played Cyberpunk.
Heresy.
Why is it heresy? That's outside of my scope. I'm a fantasy nerd. That and the game was completely broken when people bought it, and I was like, I'm gonna spend my $50 on things to continue to exist. Yay, Viv!
Well,
Viv adorable.
They fixed a lot of the bugs and balance issues.
Almost all
of them, but almost all of them. Also, Phantom Liberty is amazingly well done. Like okay, I'm not gonna give too many spoilers here for those who haven't played it, but I will say this: everybody has dirt under their fingernails. If you get what I mean. All the different characters that you run into in Phantom Liberty are people. They're not caricatures, they're people. They have good things and bad things about them. You can empathize with them even if you're in the process of snapping their neck.
Apparently, I need to mention that Eye of the Dragon has been immortalized and ergo clipped. Also, I tried to, but for some reason, Elite Dangerous is not a category in Twitch right now. I couldn't get it to go to that, so sorry, guys.
Wait, did IDOT actually clip me singing, or is it you singing that he clipped?
I don't know what Ido clipped, but he clipped something.
And we'll look at the clips. That's popular clips. Oh, I think you have to approve them before they show up for me.
They should just auto-approve, but...
I'm filtering by clips, top the last 24 hours. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Okay. I tried to tried to Spooky. I tried to do the colon, and it still wouldn't let me select it, so... I don't know. I'd have to go into settings to fix it. So we're just going to stick with just chatting. Because technically, I'm not really doing too much anyways.
It's your version that he clipped.
Ah.
That makes me sad.
I know. Go clip Tanya's. We can have a competition on my server. I'll start a poll or something. Maybe. If you're not part of my Discord, you should join. Somebody... Or Mala, do exclamation point Discord.
Mala will play Despacito.
Oh, never mind. It's right there. My bottler just literally said, hey, my Discord's right here.
They're gaining sentience.
I mean, it's my bottler. He works when he wants to. This is what happens when you hire a kobold that pretends to be a robot for your stream. And just a reminder, you can help Zim first, but if you got extra money, every $50 I do a song. It's up there. I am not begging too much, I think. Okay, you're not allowed to donate. I don't have that link here, Zim. That's in the below the video. There's a button. I didn't make Bottler do that.
Okay. Thank you for telling me where to go.
Zim, you're not allowed. You're banished. I will send that shit right back.
Okay. Attempt number 2 with the copy.
I wonder where Rygon went.
He either fell asleep or went to go do his own stream. Well, I have my Discord messages shut off right now, so I don't know if he's streaming.
Hi, Furry! Well, hi over here. No, he didn't go do his own stream.
He might have fallen asleep then.
I called it.
Yeah, you did.
He claims all the time that he's not going to fall asleep. Well, where is he?
Speaking of sleepy time things, for those living in the northern latitudes, the geomagnetic storm is still ongoing. So after dark tonight, you may be able to see the aurora borealis.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my camera again tonight, see if I can get pictures. Maybe if I actually snap the picture, I'll get a good one because, man, apparently people were getting really good pictures just of their cell phone. I did not spend $2,000 on a fucking full-frame Astro camera to not get the Aurora Borealis. I love that thing, by the way. It's fantastic. But apparently it's between 11 and 1 a.m. is when it's going to be the best.
Good to know.
Follow up on
Fortunate.
Oh wait, what time zone?
That's Central.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there is too much light pollution here. I won't get to enjoy it.
Yeah. Same
Yeah.
here. I thought I'd try it.
Last night I only went out as far as the little park area right next to the apartments. Too much light pollution there. Tonight I'm gonna head out to the train yard.
We'll see. I'll grab my tripod and my camera and see what we can get. If I can at least get a picture, it'd be nice. Otherwise,
The real X factor for whether or not I'll be able to see anything at all is going to be the oil refinery. Because they have an absolutely massive flare stack on that thing. And depending on what they're burning, it looks like a mini sun. Have you ever played Surviving Mars?
no.
You know the fusion reactor that you can unlock? It looks like that when the flare stack's at full output.
Unfortunately, I live in just north of a very large metro area, so I don't see nighttime here. You can see like 3 stars in a good night. Which is sad. I like stars. I'd move out in the country, but the country has bad internet, and unfortunately, I'm also a nerd, so I have to choose.
I actually I got a chance to talk with one of the engineers from the refinery because he actually was coming to the school to speak in some of the science classes to talk about how oil refineries work and all that, and how they're nowhere near as polluting as people say they are, which I'm fairly certain they gave the school district a whole bunch of money to be allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Not as pollution doesn't mean no pollution, man.
Yeah,
One
I
is
know.
still 1. It's not 0.
Yeah. Well, I got a chance to talk to him about that flare stack because it was like, oh my god, why is it so bright? And he said that thing's actually water cooled. They have pumps in that thing that apparently at peak output can move 1,000 liters a minute, I think he said.
Jiminy crickets, and we wonder why our fucking water tables are draining.
Yeah, when that flare stack's at full output, they straight up just have a fire hose worth of water spraying through coils and out the top of it constantly to keep it from overheating.
Don't you... I need to stop now. I'm going to stop. That was almost a little rant.
Why?
Okay. What?
Why?
Do you want me to go off on one of my little tangents?
I enjoy your tangents. Also, Slither
Fine.
Angelo.
I think it's absolutely fantastic how companies repeatedly go ahead and try to put the blame on the consumers who, in retrospective, even altogether, do like 1% of the pollution of the planet, but then try to dump it on us when they're doing thousands of tons of fucking damage all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The plastic straw thing is a great example of how absolutely annoying giant companies are. Your plastic straw is not ending up in the ocean. What's ending up in the ocean is all the waste that the giant plastic bag companies are not bringing to you because they weren't perfect and just throw into the ocean.
Oh, you want to know
Same
the most
thing.
hilarious thing about the plastic straws?
Yeah, go for it.
Due to health and safety standards, because it's a paper product, it has to be sealed in a container that itself is waterproof. So we went from having plastic straws and paper wraps to having paper straws and plastic wraps. It's the same exact amount of plastic and paper. It's a directly inferior product that makes the same amount of pollution simply so that people can feel good.
In the 90s, there was this giant push to go ahead and recycle everything because it was our fault as the consumers. But here's the fun fact. We lose over 80% of the plastic that we recycle and they don't reuse it. It ends up in the ocean. And even worse,
also, there's a lot of companies. There's a lot of companies that through legal finagling are able to say, "Oh yeah, we totally recycle." But what they're actually doing is quotation marks recycling the plastic into alternative energy.
Also, a carbon footprint of 0 is just them buying and this is from a company I worked at, you can literally buy yourself a 0% carbon footprint by paying for airfield and or solar panel energy that you don't actually use ever.
Yep.
So it's a way to sidestep actually what your emissions are. So
Oh, you want to
if
know my
hear
favorite one?
those words, congratulations. Go
You
ahead.
want to know what my favorite one is? Companies that say their product is made from 100% recycled plastic. Due to the way that Chinese laws are worded, if you send plastic to China to be recycled, what they'll do is they'll take what plastic they can recycle and they'll blend that in with fresh plastic. And so long as it's above a certain percentile, they're able to market it as recycled plastic because it contains a recycled component. And then when they sell that overseas, it still inherits the recycled label from Chinese laws.
So I'm going to end this rant with, if you live within 5 miles of a manufacturing plant, you smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day, and I'm going to leave it there.
I live right next to a train yard that's downwind from an oil refinery. There's a reason why my voice sounds like I'm chewing gravel.
I think your voice is pretty, thank you.
That's because I'm using voice changer.
Well,
It's about my bedtime, so I'm gonna go to bed.
bye, Mala.
Good night,
Bye-bye,
Mala.
Sarah Bam. Bye-bye, you two as well. A pat and a boop. Cause you are cute. You know who you are.
Go to bed. Oh, he already left. It just boggles my mind how much corporations get away with. And I remember, I'm going to stop. I need to stop. I can go on this tangent for literally days. So,
Well, we got nothing better to talk about, so... Just saying.
I know, but how much do you want me to go off and how sucky the corporate fucking mega structure is?
Go for it. Give us something to
I
talk about.
have literally nothing else going on today.
Yeah.
Man, I need to step away before I do this, because I could. It's just absolutely pathetically amazing just how much the mega corporations. Did you know Luxottica is a worldwide monopoly for glasses?
Oh, I
That
didn't know
explains a
the
lot.
name of it, but I did know, yeah. There's,
so-
the same goes for,
Go ahead.
funeral homes. Those glasses, there's monopolies of all of them. They're all owned by one
And there's-
big corporation behind them.
And there's a few places where there isn't a monopoly and there isn't quotation marks price fixing, but the only reason that it's not quotation marks price fixing is because the different companies never directly consulted each other. They just gave a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and then all cranked up their prices. Or a supply shortage forced them to crank up their prices, and then all of them conveniently forgot to turn them back down again.
That's gas stations. That's a whole nother subject on how
Oh,
anti-competition
I was
laws.
specifically referring to LCD displays.
Oh, that's another one too. I don't even want to touch on those because those are even a longer subject of how that happened. Thank you, Ido, for grabbing the Tanya version, so that way we can compete. Somebody remind
Yay.
me to do that because I will forget, but I will put up a poll for that nonsense. So there's like 12 companies that own a majority of the companies in the world, and there's nothing the US government or any other government can do about it. But one of the big things that they do is they like to make it your fault. So just remember that when a big company or an ad comes on TV that says the environment is failing because of you, it is not. Your plastic straw and your plastic cup from Starbucks, Caribou, Dunn Brothers coffee shop here is at worst 1% of the damage. And yes, cutting that out does save 1% of the environment. But the Coca-Cola company alone throws out billions of pounds of freaking plastic a year. This is without touching on the food subject, which us Americans, before anything even hits our supermarkets, throws out enough food to feed the entire world every year, every third world country, just because it's not pretty enough for our shelves.
Oh, actually, I can go one step even further than that. Something that I discovered that just made me absolutely disgusted even more than I was before is that when I was working at Walmart, after having to throw out a lot of food, I heard the old hackneyed line. I was even propagating it myself at that point in time that, oh, well, they can't give it to food banks because lawsuits. Yeah, I decided to do some research on that. Find out, exactly who sued for what and when and why. And I went down a rabbit hole and eventually discovered nobody has ever sued any store for donating food to a food bank. The whole thing with there was food that had gone bad in a food bank, and then they sued the place that donated it. Never happened. Old wives' tale. And it's an old wives' tale that the moment that corporate executives heard that, they immediately started propagating it as much as they could because it gave them an excuse to throw away perfectly fine food.
Yep, because that allowed to inflate the price because people, if you need food banks, they need to come there. So remember, if you see something that says it's your fault, it's not. It is literally the megacorp because they're just looking for somebody to push it off on.
Yep.
And it's fucking true. This is not suggestible bullshit. This isn't me being an anarchist fuckhead. This is legit.
There are companies that would literally rather starve people to death. They would either starve 10 people to death than miss one potential customer among those 10. Just look at what Nestle's done with water tables since ever.
I used to work for a company that goes into Walmarts and gives out samples of stuff. My job was I had a company credit card. I was required to go into the store, buy so much product, and give it out as samples. Especially in the case of some things, it's like when the Frappuccino, the Starbucks Frappuccino glass jar things came out, they were trying to promote it, so they used the company I worked for. I was required to go into Walmart, buy, I think it was like 200 bottles of it, and they sent me a whole bunch of plastic cups. I was supposed to open one bottle, pour it out into a bunch of those little plastic sample cups, and give those out. And I'm just sitting here like, I'm in Utah, Mormon capital of the world, and you want me to give them coffee. I was giving out whole bottles, trying to beg people to take them, and I think I gave out 10 the entire day. And what was I supposed to do with the other 190 bottles? Throw them out.
Yep.
I refused.
Man.
Technically broke the law. I don't give a damn. I am not just throwing out 190 bottles of any product that is still 100% perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, Zim, don't worry. While I was working at Walmart, more than once when it was my job to clean out the break room, rather than throwing perfectly good food in the trash, I would just pocket it.
Yeah.
I will not apologize to Well, if Bordachoos, if you hear this, I'm never going to work for you again anyways. When I worked at Pizza Hut, when we had mistake pizzas, I would go down the corner and just hand them to people. Literally on the street when I was a manager. And when I was at Divine's, dear manager that used to tell me, well, we need to throw this away because of corporate policy, I stole that food.
Yeah.
I said I was bringing it out to the trash. I put it in my fucking car. Screw you.
I'm suddenly reminded of that Reddit story about Sandwich Guy. There's a Reddit story. There's this guy that worked at I think it was a bistro, that he would make sandwiches. He would. Oh no, it was a gas station. That's right. He worked at a gas station, right? And he would have. They make so many sandwiches each day, then lay them out into the display thing, and then there's so many left over at the end of the day. what he would do, rather than throwing those away, is that he knew where there was a homeless encampment at, so he would take what was left at the end of the day and hand those out. And he became very well known very quickly because of that. Well, fast forward a few months, and while he was on his way walking home, he got mugged. And while he's in the middle of handing his wallet over to this guy with a knife, he just hears somebody shouting, "You get the hell away from Sandwich Man." And then proceeds to watch 10 hobos hospitalize this guy.
Remember, over half of homeless people are actually just people that are a byproduct of circumstance and actually could not escape their situation and aren't alcoholics. We had this homeless guy by me. I live in the same area now, but he's not here anymore. The cops killed him. Named Rob, and Rob was great. He wasn't allowed anywhere. I bought him alcohol. I had no problem buying him alcohol. Because when I first talked to him, I was like, "So why are you homeless?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm an alcoholic and I can't quit. But I don't want to quit, so I'm not going to." If you ask him, they usually tell you why their circumstance is the way it is. But there was like 3 other homeless people, and he's like, "Yeah, when people give me money, I give it to them, and I just buy batteries for my headset and get myself a beer, and then I give it to the other people that are actually homeless for a good reason."
Slitherite? Yeah, getting into the restaurants, I used to work at a sports bar. It was a part-time job I had for a little while. I was a table busser. I never had to pay for a single meal while I was there. And, yeah, I had employee discount and all that. And one free basic menu item per day, but I barely even used that. Because they had a policy that dead orders, we could help ourselves to them rather than just wasting them by throwing them away. So you'd be surprised, well, maybe not surprised, at just how much food ends up just not being able to be given to the customer. And because it was a small privately owned business, they were able to say, "You know what, I'm not going to waste perfectly good food. The employees, you get first dibs on it before it goes to the trash can."
It's amazing. When I worked at Devani's, which is even itself technically not that big of a business, at the time, I was so poor that I didn't eat 3 nights out of the week. So I think it's just so absolutely positively pathetic in the amount of food that any given business throws away instead of just gives to people. Any grocery store
Yeah.
throws out so much food. We don't need money. We could give so much to third world starving countries without a second thought, without hurting our economy. It's just thrown away. It's just ridiculous. There wouldn't be world hunger. We're so technologically advanced nowadays that there would not be world hunger without capitalism.
Yeah.
And you can verify this. I encourage you to go ahead and fact check me and tell me if I'm wrong. I know I'm not.
Hey,
look how much food any of these people throw away.
Hey, I do things. So I just checked the clip you made that was supposed to be of my version of the song. You, rather than having it end at the end of me singing, you had it start at the end of me singing.
Lol. It's so good he couldn't focus.
Yeah, I will say, for that job, I did still give out that stuff, because it's like, 190 bottles of Frappuccino, I was not gonna be drinking those before they went bad. Not to mention, at the time, my only property was a single bedroom, so I didn't really have anywhere to store it. So I took it to my mom's church, which was not Mormon, and they were very happy to have those. Every Sunday morning they would have coffee out.
Remember, if you're at a grocery store and you see somebody stealing, you didn't. Unless it's like a very tiny business with one owner in one location, then, maybe encourage them to go somewhere else to purchase their goods. People don't steal unless it's necessary or convenient.
Remember, these These companies that will gladly throw away crates upon crates of food. The reason I got fired from Walmart is that I found some money on the floor and didn't report it. Yeah. I mean,
Also, I'm a
technically, the
corporate
reason
shell.
I got fired was an act of retaliation, but that was the thing they used to hang me on, so.
I'm not going to talk about my other jobs. It's funny working for a corporation when I'm an openly fucking loud anarchist.
Well,
But I'm in
corporations
IT,
long
so-
ago stopped worried about what people say. They only worry about what people do. If you talk all day but don't do a thing, they don't care so long as you're still paying them or doing labor.
Yeah, I'm doing labor. I get paid by the hour and I need to survive. I'm also not a anarcho, so I don't believe in random senseless destruction without purpose. So... Fun fact, people, there are different types of anarchists. We're not all the same goddamn asshole. If you see yellow and black or blue and black, please walk away, though. Just please save your own soul. Capo or narco is stupid.
Wait, what one?
Black and blue, but more recently yellow, or excuse me, blue and black, or more recently yellow and black, is capitalist anarchists. They believe in the almighty dollar and that corporations will fix everything if unrestricted completely. Please do not listen
my
to the
God.
do not tread on me people. They are the dumbest people I know and have ever met.
Okay.
So-
I'm gonna. When you say don't tread on me, that's used for more things than just what you just described there.
It is, but it's most synonymous with the grassroots movement, which is technically a capital anarcho movement.
I
You're talking
wish
about the
we
libertarians.
Spooky, I
Yes.
wish so much we had that here in the US.
You see yellow and black flags next to the don't tread on me snake flag very often.
Okay. When you're saying like adjacent to each other, that's different. Okay. Because if you're
They-
saying like just the Gadsden flag by itself, that
No.
that has to do more with individual rights than it has to do with anarchy.
It does, but you usually see them next to each other, and most people that fly them don't understand what they actually mean.
I will agree on that front. That there are a lot of people that use the Gadsden flag that don't understand what it actually means.
Yeah, I'm still gonna call them out. I
there are
am
people-
a social anarchist. I share ideals with the proper.
Well, the reason I have to call it out is because there are also people that speak out against the Gadsden flag that don't understand what it is. There was actually a kid who had to fight the school district, and he won, by the way, because he had a Gadsden flag pin on his backpack, and they said that it was a racist symbol.
Yes,
and he
that
was
part I understand.
he was suspended over racist iconography, and they had to explain. No, the Gadsden flag has absolutely nothing to do with slavery. In fact, it dates back to the War of Independence.
Yeah, I'm still saying if you see a yellow and black flag, because it's a horizontal flag. It's one of the anarchy flags. You can identify an anarchy flag very easily because it's either solid black or you're going to see a horizontal one color and the other side's always black. That's how you identify an anarchist flag.
Yeah.
A new one also is a solid white flag with an anarchy symbol on it, but that just means I support some level of anarchy.
I support
Nonsense.
current thing.
Hello there, Lazy Fox. And yeah, Zolette,
Hey.
you can have contempt for a system, but unfortunately need to operate in said system.
Hi, social anarchist corporate shrill.
All right, I'm gonna mute voice for just a second and double check the clip that I do things made.
I am very openly about my political opinions. I'm sorry.
For me, my biggest thing that I will fight and die on is we need to freaking get socialized healthcare. Or whatever the thing is.
Socialized healthcare is a must. Free education is a must. So, and just as a warning to people that are in chats, anarchists don't necessarily believe that we should eradicate government entirely and keep it erased. It means that we believe that the current government is a mess. We need to dismantle it completely and build something. If we build something, it needs to fit the situation in most cases. As a social anarchist, I don't argue what that government needs to be. My only ask is civil services.
Okay, no, I just
And-
double checked it.
Hmm?
Sorry, I just got you off mid-sentence when I came back, didn't I?
Yeah, it's fine. I believe that if we have to have a government, it should only serve two purposes: infrastructure and civil services, and that's it. But that's me. Most anarchists believe different things, and I'm also not technically a communist anarchist, which is also a thing, and I share a flag with them. But no, when you see our flags, just bear in mind, unless it's solid black, we're not saying that we shouldn't have some sort of government. We're saying that the current government's shit, and we want certain levels of equality somewhere. Just to put that out there, because
Okay,
there's so many different types. Go ahead. I'm gonna get it.
I do things. I DM'd you the link that is the version that I can access it from, and that clip. It starts at the very end of me when I was asking Zim which version he thought was better.
But yeah, what I was saying there is my biggest political thing is socialized healthcare. Because I've got a friend who can no longer speak because of the corporate nature of hospitals. He had a polyp that developed in his throat, and he could not get it fixed because because his insurances that he was able to get while he still had them considered it a elective surgery to have it removed, a cosmetic one, and therefore not required, even though he could barely speak with it. And then it turned cancerous.
Yeah, here's a fun thing. You know my dad? Yeah, well, his cancer. Back when he was first diagnosed, it was very, very operable. And the surgeon wanted to get into work on it right away. This happened right when Obamacare was the big thing. And the insurance company was dragging their feet because they were absolutely convinced that it was going to get repealed because that was the big thing. And in fact, we were directly told that by the person who's the caseworker that they're having a bunch of cases right now that are being delayed because the insurance company doesn't want to do anything through Obamacare. Because they're expecting it to get repealed. And he sat and waited for 2 fucking months before the company finally processed his claim. And by time the surgeon finally had him on the table, couldn't do anything. Said it had grown through the bladder wall and was now inoperable. If he tried cutting into it, he would risk spreading it and making it systemic.
Yeah, my friend.
Oh, thanks to the nature of our medical system, I had to spend the next 3 years after that watching my dad slowly die. So if you think for a second that I don't want some form of socialized medicine, think again.
Yeah, my friend, even after it became cancerous, they still charged him $10,000 for the surgery. And at that point, they had to remove the entire voice box. Thankfully, at that point, because it was then life-threatening, he was able to get the surgery and then pay them back. But yeah,
I think more important than having universal health care, though, is removing universal ownership on certain forms of health care. Need I point at the $300 fucking EpiPens and jackass behind it who said, oh, well, we're making them expensive to reduce the motivation for people to abuse them. You're increasing the motivation for me to abuse you, sir.
All right. Can I Zim, may I openly speak about more sensitive topics?
At this point,
Uh,
yeah. Though I did have one more thing on the on the insurance thing. Right
Yep, go
now,
for it.
I'm personally dealing with a problem in my back. My spinal cord is trying to escape from my spine. It's causing extreme pain. Most mornings, you can ask Rex. I scare the living daylights out of him when I just wake up screaming. And it's. The doctor has an injection that will fix it. However, the insurance is demanding that I go through physical therapy first. The doctor thinks that the physical therapy is going to make it worse.
Yeah.
And, well, here I am.
All right. So, people who watch me a lot know I have some health conditions. I have an arrhythmia. I have a severe arrhythmia. I don't often talk about how bad it is. They didn't expect me to live past 30. I'm 37. My resting heart rate without my medication tops 99 beats per minute right now at this age. It used to be 130. I have gone through several legal heart attacks. I don't go to the ER when I feel my heart stop in my chest, which I do feel quite frequently because of how much it costs, even though I should go in every time. I will probably just drop dead one day. This is without what I had to do to escape drug addiction, alcohol addiction, and other things on my own that I couldn't afford health for. Because with my insurance, a hospital visit is more than I can afford in the ER, and they usually do nothing but lock me in a room. I will probably just die one day.
I'm in a similar boat on that. Something I don't talk about often is a tumor in my heart. It grows and shrinks with my stress levels. It's why I'm rather picky with the games that I play. I gotta make sure that I'm playing stuff that's going to be stress-free.
I'm lucky in the fact that I have my propranolol. It has lowered my heart rate to what is a normal heart rate on the regular and keeps my anxiety and panic attacks from getting so bad that I'm passing out on the floor like they were about 4 or 5 years ago. But I would go in with my arm completely devoid of blood. And I am actually still in significant amounts of medical debt. I just live in a state that doesn't allow them to take your house if you're in medical debt. There's other people who aren't so lucky. I'm literally just going to die one day, and it sucks to say that out loud, but there's a day that I'm just going to be walking around and my heart's going to stop. And I won't go in because I'm A, used to it, and B, because even with my medical insurance, to sit in a room and get no help is $100. To get any help jumps up to $1,000.
You know, I'm actually suddenly reminded of an event during my childhood, an event which might explain some of my various foibles today. When I was just a kid, we were building a treehouse. I think Zim's heard this story before. We were building a treehouse, and my friend, Lakosha, he was up at the treehouse itself, and he was operating a winch that we were using to lift supplies up to the treehouse that we were working on, right? Well, I took off the helmet that Mom insisted that I wear so that I could wipe some sweat. It was at this exact moment that Lakosha was transferring the winch from one branch to another, and it slipped out of his hand. As a 5-pound steel winch fell 2 stories directly onto my skull. By all rights, it should have gone clean through. It did not. It glanced off. So I have this huge gash on my head, openly bleeding. You know, a bleeding head wound is a very serious thing, especially when it's from blunt force trauma, right?
Yep.
We immediately go to the emergency room. Well, specifically, we went to Fast Track. The Sparrow Hospital has this like different thing between Fast Track and ER, and bullshit. Don't know exactly what it was. I was kind of young at the time, so I didn't exactly think to ask. But I get in there, and our insurance, I think we had an HMO at the time, which are how notorious those are. And we're told to sit and wait as I'm holding a rag on my head and have the worst headache that I have ever felt. There's a girl who shows up, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Looks like she's from wealth. She's very finely dressed. The parent that dropped her off was wearing a suit and tie and everything. These people look like they are very well off, and they have good insurance. She had a stomach cramp. That's it. Bellyache.
Yeah.
I sat talking to her. She's a nice person, right? No, she's a nice person. So nothing against her, but the hospital saw her for her tummy ache in like 10 minutes. I continued waiting in that emergency room for another hour before I was finally able to go back and have my head looked at.
So Vari mentioned this in chat that he was a witness to a situation, so I'm going to go ahead and tell this story. I was running D&D for Vari, Viv, Key, and I think somebody else at the time, and I am definitely allergic to one type of bee. I had been drinking heavily. I had went outside. I had come back in, and I said, I can't breathe. And I thought I left the call, but apparently I went on the call on my phone, called 911, and waited there. When I got to the ER, I begged them to help me, and they locked me in a room. And Vari was there in the phone call the entire time I was talking to the doctors without me knowing it, with my phone in my pocket, because he told me about this next day where I was literally begging them to give me my medication to stop the panic attack. Something to make my heart rate go down, and something to make whatever that was making me not be able to breathe stop. I was having an epileptic shock while intoxicated and unable to know that I had gotten stung by a bee I was allergic to.
I believe you mean anaphylactic shock.
Yes, that. Sorry. And Vari apparently was on the phone the entire time in the Discord call, because apparently I logged into my phone the entire time, and I was begging them for help. I got no help, and I spent $1,000 in that visit.
Yeah.
No taxation
First
without
off-
representation. I'm not paying the medical bill.
Oh, I didn't. It's still on my record. Vari can attest to this. He's in chat. He can literally attest that this actually happened. Because the next day I found a huge welt in the back of my back and took a picture of the dead bee that stung me. I could have died.
Snake Calvain, thanks for the follow. You've come into some heavy subjects, but I hope you enjoy your stay.
Sadly, the doctor's having -1 fucks to give. I have worked in a clinic. I worked at Billings Clinic, which... Billings Clinic is obsessed with becoming a level 3 trauma center. They want to be the highest tier and get the delicious government subsidies that come with that. And yet, if you've anyone who's worked there, you know how bad Billings Clinic actually is.
No, and I
don't know if it's a national thing or if it's just Billings Clinic in specific, but doctors that are completely negligent, nurses that are completely clueless, and CNAs that are complete assholes. Oh yeah, and the surgery aides, they never ever do their jobs at all. When I was EVS and I had to clean the operating rooms. What's supposed to happen is that the surgery aides are supposed to get any bits and pieces. They're supposed to put away the surgeon's tools. Supposed to get all that prepared to be cleaned and then put in the autoclave for sterilizing. They're also supposed to remove gurneys. All that EVS is supposed to do is do the final wipe down and sterilize the room. The number of times that I went into an OR and there were still bits of people left in there, I couldn't even tell you. It was over a dozen.
I can tell
the
you
surgery aides did not do their jobs ever.
I can tell you from I worked as IT in a doctor's office. They also partied really hard. I'm going to leave it at that. The nurses there that were CNAs did things for me that they shouldn't have, and fueled a very bad addiction of mine for a while. I can understand why they don't give a shit, though, because the people that run those hospitals are so concerned with the top dollar and the bottom dollar that I think, 90% of overhead cost for any hospital is to hire the people that file insurance claims. Our healthcare could be, even with a health insurance, could be so much cheaper if we got rid of health insurance, just flat out paid for it, because then a lot of people wouldn't need to be there to fill out all these files and stuff. And these poor doctors don't make jack shit unless they own their own practice, which is extravagantly hard. And those doctors are so stressed out because they get all these patients that I had a fun time with them. And might have had my addiction problems partially due to them fueling me.
The price of medical care, actually, a big chunk of that, and this isn't even a conspiracy. This is on the books. This is known. This is established fact. The only reason why nothing's been done about it is because they spend about $1 gajillion a year on lobbying. They buy every fucking politician they can. So no laws ever get passed to fix it. The reason why so much medical care is listed as so expensive is that they create false high prices for the books and for tax purposes, and then they give quotation marks discounts to the insurance companies that are filing on your behalf.
Surprise, the same healthcare you get here in the United States is way cheaper overseas. The same glasses you wear on your face are dollars, not hundreds of dollars, in other countries.
Yep.
We're fucked because of giant companies. Johnson & Johnson created an opioid epidemic, for the love of God, and I can tell you personally how bad opioids are. And they pay doctors to sell that stuff.
There's actually a very famous piece that a person did. I cannot remember the source on this. I could probably look it up, though. That a guy did the math. That if you wanted to get a heart transplant here in the States, for the exact same price, you could fly first class to France, get a heart transplant, spend the recovery time in the hospital, and stay at a 5-star hotel for the days that you're not in the hospital for a full week and a half. Then go back to the hospital, get a second heart transplant, do the full recovery time in the hospital, and then another week in a 5-star hotel, and then fly first class back for the same price.
Yeah, and by the way, Vari, you and me both need new glasses. I want laser eye surgery so bad. I hate being blind, but it's $5,000 an eye.
I need glasses, period.
I haven't bought new glasses and my frames fall off my face in like 10 years. I've got new lenses, but they're cheap plastic. I'm blind without my glasses. I'm damn near on the limit of legally blind. It sucks. And Luxottica owns everything, so if you go to China, Italy, France, the same frames and the same lenses you can get from a vending machine. And I'm not even kidding about this. You can buy your prescription from a vending machine for $10 at most. First world and second world and third world countries for dollars. Because they like to take the labels of big bad companies here in America that are corporate and slap them on there and charge you $300 for something that cost $1 elsewhere.
For Gen Z and Gen Alpha in the chat, First World, Second World, Third World, that's a Cold War era term. First World is the Western world and basically all the nations that are currently considered NATO. Second World is all the things that were originally Warsaw Pact. So that would be a lot of the Eastern Europe and Asian countries. Third World were all the people that weren't a part of either side of the Cold War. The independents and the countries that were so poor or underdeveloped that they didn't have a reason to get involved. So the phrase third world country, meaning a poor, underdeveloped country, it was referring to countries that didn't pick a side during the Cold War because They just didn't have any stake in it.
And got abandoned by the major world countries, and therefore less developed, and therefore left to suffer major poverty. The good news is that in the last year, technically, severe poverty has dropped by or is it the last 5 years, like 50% or something like that. But we can still technically feed the entire world off of the stuff that we throw away.
Yeah.
You want to solve world hunger? You can do it very easily. Just make it illegal to throw away food without making a concerted effort to give it away in the form of donations and to get it to people who need it.
Yeah, my glasses fall off my face. My plastic frames are absolutely destroyed. It's plastic. I could 3D print what's on my face, but they cost $300 to replace. My lenses are... I worked for Luxottica for like a year and a half, and man, that just... The worst part is...
there's a buzzing on your line, Rara.
There's a buzz?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that was at my end.
No, I think it's the foot thing again.
Oh, shit. Yep, I had my foot on the output plug. I moved it. Is it better now?
Yep.
The worst part about Luxottica
You missed an opportunity. You could have said that your tail fell on it.
I mean, my tail's over in the living room right now. My cat's playing with it. I don't keep it in the office. It's too much trouble. I'll trip over it. Oh, there it goes. The worst part about...
that you're a Naga with extra arms.
No. The worst part about working for Luxottica, because I'm a fucking dragon, fuck you, was the fact that they avidly admitted that they have a worldwide monopoly right when I started working for them. They basically tell their employees, yeah, we own everything. And hearing customers from like other countries go, why is this so expensive? I could get this for like a few bucks in my home country. Was just shrug, America. iMed, by the way, is owned by Luxottica. VSP is also owned by America. Those are the two major eye health insurance companies. They own them both. iMed is better. Why? Because they said so. $3,000 for me to get or was it? No, it's $5,000. $5,000 for me to get laser eye surgery. Save me, please.
Yeah. Going back to the whole ER trip and stuff, it's like every now and then my chest hurts. And I know, and that's always the number one thing, like you should go to the ER. But I don't know if it's just the tumor acting up or if it's something major. I can't afford to go in and find out which.
My roommate downstairs, also my pet, Cass, has refused to bring me to the ER because he doesn't want to, in his words, see me sit there in pain, get no help, and get a hospital bill for over $100.
Yeah, pretty much. Hell, reminds me of a lab work that I had to get done. For my hormone therapy, I was able to get, prescribed hormones from my doctor, but I needed to get some lab work done. Now, here's the thing. Because I had a top-tier mental health care plan at the time, I was fully covered by my insurance. Quotation marks. After the insurance paid its share, I was still left owing $360 to simply have my estrogen, testosterone, and androgen levels checked.
I'm supposed to be going to get blood work done, and I haven't because of the expense. I might have a couple extra disorders on top of the pile, and I just refuse to get it checked. So, for those of you that oppose socialized healthcare, fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a friend who, also, hi there, Orca. I've got a friend who was dramatically anti-socialized healthcare. He's like, I don't want my taxes going to help others. They already do.
Yeah, I was
They
about
go
to
to
say,
help
where do you think
corporate
the stimulus checks came from? Where do you think that student debt forgiveness came from?
It goes to corporate interest right now. Do you want it to go to people or corporations?
Yeah.
If your answer is corporations, fuck off. If your answer is people, then you're wrong because you're lying to yourself already. Where do you
If you
want your
want
money to go?
if you want it to go to corporations, fuck you. If you say that you want it to go to people, B minus answer.
I actually came up with a trolley idea for how to deal with some of these people that like to push back against social services, if you care to hear it.
Oh, this, well, real quick, this friend, he came to me whining because he was in a rough spot with medical stuff later. And I could not summon a single shred of sympathy for him because it's like, yeah, you didn't want socialized healthcare. Good luck paying those bills.
Go
Fuck
fund
off.
That shit happens all the time. In fact, actually, on my news feeds this morning, there's a very hilarious thing I came across. There's a politician. Now, I'm mentioning a name here, but
Fuck 'em. They're
there's
politicians.
there's this particular politician that he had voted for a bill. It was something that had passed through Trump's cabinet. I can't remember what the name of the bill was, but basically it allowed them to extend the statute of limitations on certain types of accusations. And he was saying he voted for it. He openly advocated it. He's currently being indicted on that, using that exact same law that he openly advocated, and is now going on social media saying it's unconstitutional.
Well, good. He needs to get punished. Man, I had something, but I forgot what I was going to say, too.
It's like, you do realize the first day that you arrive in court, that's what the prosecution's going to use against you, is that you voted for this.
I mean, fair. I mean, he should. If I was him, I'd just eat it. There comes a certain point when you just eat it. So my trolley problem that I came up with to argue, because as an anarchist, when people find I'm an anarchist, sometimes people go, well, what about the lazy person? So my question now officially becomes, all right, so you got a lazy person. You don't believe they deserve anything from you. Fantastic. I'm okay with that. That is your choice. That is your money. That is what you have worked for. But now there's an honest person that just lost everything due to a health concern. Now, the thing is you can either help the lazy person and help the earnest person that just lost everything, or you can help neither. There is no in between. You either help them both or you don't.
Yeah.
How many earnest people need to die before you're willing to support a lazy person?
Well, that's the inherent problem with any socialist policy, is that you're going to have some sort of discernment, and the problem is who ends up making those discernments. So either you're going to be helping a lot of lazy people, or you're going to be helping the cool kids club, and you have to find some balance between the two.
Yeah, but it's a great question for people that find out I'm an anarchist, because except for the absolutists who are going to try and find an extreme to beat you, it's been something I've started to use in self-defense, because it's like, okay, so here's a legitimate question. How many earnest people will you allow to die to prevent the lazy man from living? How many, what is your ratio to human life?
Exactly.
Great. In my opinion, 0. I'll support the lazy person. That's me. I don't believe everybody should believe that. That's fine if you're not okay supporting the one lazy person. But there's an earnest guy right next to him begging for money, and I'm not okay with that.
Yeah. Well, it kind of, you can have some overlap there. The policy of, innocent until proven guilty, rather that 10 guilty people go free than one innocent person spend a day in jail. Well, it's rather that 10 lazy people are fed than one starving person be allowed to die,
So, there's your conundrum. And it's sad that in this country you have to ask that question, because technically in our country, supposedly the wealthiest country in the world, How many people die in healthcare every year just
Ugh.
because they can't afford to live? How many people are good people are on the streets right now just because they lost their job? I supported a homeless guy and I bought him alcohol for years just because he looked me in the eye and said, I like alcohol and I don't want to quit. That's my choice. That's not yours. But he also took the extra money I gave him and gave it to people that earnestly lost their jobs and just never got another job and were homeless. And that was it for them. That's just it. They just never got a job. They're people ready and willing to work, couldn't get a job.
I know for me, I'm one of those that I'm trying to make do. Because of the various medical stuff, I cannot work.
I'm not supposed to work.
And yet, or at least I can't work a traditional job. I managed to
injecting...
keep...
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you were still going.
Sorry, I know I make long pauses sometimes, but I managed to keep the security job purely because my coworkers understood and covered for me. They would let me do what I needed to do to take care of myself, because I was definitely not pulling my weight there.
Yeah.
But they understood, and it was like I was still at least attempting. And now I should be on disability, but I don't want to be. I want to make my living.
It's funny about how many people are on disability that want to work, just to put it out there, because technically I've been offered legal disability and I continue to work a full-time job, and I have so many friends who are on disability, like if I could work 30 hours a week, I would.
Yeah, actually, one of the other custodians at the high school I work at, Wendy, she only has one arm. Yet she busts ass every day. Keeps up with everybody else just fine. She's someone who's on disability who is not lazy in the slightest.
Surprised most people on disability aren't lazy. I work harder than most of my coworkers due to my own anxiety, but I have days where I sit in front of my computer crying. Like, I hate putting that out there to my fans, but there are days when I'm bitching in my chats and stuff like that, I'm in tears. I'm in physical pain.
Injecting a bit of levity in the thing that I was wanting to slip in there a bit earlier. You were talking about the trolley problem, and then Spooky Shino mentioned making the wrong choice in the trolley problem. The traditional trolley problem, you know what my answer is? Pull the lever halfway to derail the train, or delay pulling it until right when the trolley arrives to derail it. Because one of two things will happen. If the trolley doesn't have anybody in it, then you just saved everyone. If the trolley does have people in it, then you just punished them for not making efforts to stop the thing from the inside where the brake controls happen to be.
My answer is if one person can stop it, why am I not jumping? But
actually, in the game Prey, the 2016 one, I think it's 2016, the newer Prey, they have several iterations of the trolley problem, and one is you could stop the train by jumping in front of it. Do you jump? And one of the options is actually to push the fat man from the previous answer. I always push the fat man.
I mean, that's the original trolley problem. The game came after. The original trolley problem was there's 5 people tied up. Do you kill the fat man or do you let the 5 people die? My answer is if one person can stop it, why am I not jumping? But that's, once again, I'm kind of a social anarchist, and my whole thing is the society, supports the person supports society, and if I can save 5 people, I will do so without a second thought, to my own detriment. So, will I jump in front of a bullet to save somebody? Yes. Do I believe in killing? No. Will I kill to save? Yes. Congratulations, y'all know my whole ideology in a nutshell. But I'm also not fat, so maybe I wouldn't stop the trolley and I just sacrificed myself for nothing. But I tried. Bonus points. Are we done with serious subject now? Maybe we should stop. I've gone on several rants.
Yeah. I was just waiting until this topic was done before I boot up a game here.
Put up your game. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I will say, the thing, like, yeah, it sucks to talk about these sometimes, but they do need to be talked about. They need to be brought to people's attention, because these are serious problems. But it can get very tiring. Very tiring. I enjoy the, well, it's not so much I enjoy them as it is just, I understand why. And I would rather talk about them than not. Besides, we had nothing else to talk about anyways. I can understand that, man. Like, honestly, a lot of the support that you guys give, I take what I absolutely need to support myself, and the rest of it goes to others. More often than not. Because, like, I'm tossing some extra funds to Whiskers for food. I'm helping out Conrad with his bills. So on and so forth. I sympathize a lot, and even though I've got a giant, log in my eye, as the proverb goes, I still put it out there to help.
Okay. It's not Proverbs, it's Matthew, but as far as the log in the eye goes, that's more referring to judging people rather than rendering aid.
Well, whatever it's referring to, you know what I'm meaning by it.
Yeah. Just clarifying. Anyways, I'm firing up Far Cry 5. Just going to farm some resources for a while.
Endrin Kuli Skund.
Yeah, Caddy and I had started playing Far Cry 5 again. I was trying to catch up to where he was at in the campaign, so we could, complete missions together, so I think I kinda owe it to him to finish this playthrough.
Yeah, we're done with it, Slitherite. We'll move on to other stuff.
I was very much encouraged to go off on a tangent.
And I did. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Don't
You're in
protest.
an
Oh God, the number of times I've been told that I need to get a real job.
I have a real job.
Okay, most of the people who spout off about you need to get a real job, their idea of a real job is like factory line work, because everything other than that doesn't exist to them. Either that or working in an office cubicle. The only thing that the kind of people that tend to spout that see as a real job is something that's ruthless and regimented. Any way in which you're making money which isn't ruthless, regimented, and part of a corporate hierarchy isn't a real job.
Yeah.
Fuck McDonald's.
when I went to when I got dragged to visit family for Christmas, they it was very difficult to explain to most of my family what I do for a living, because they always talk about how I need to get that real job. And I'm sitting here
Yep,
like,
not saying it right.
real job.
Real. Yeah, that.
Real job.
That's the joke. Like,
Rex has come to visit.
I'm about to go get some noms, taking a 5-minute break. Big hug to both of you in voice, by the way, since you can hear me now. Hugging
I'll
you.
go hug. Yes, please, Zim, get a real job that threatens to murder me every day and probably murder you.
Yeah.
Yes, deal with that stress with me, sufferer.
On the plus
Burn
side,
with
all of
me.
my cousins, when I told them I was a Twitch streamer, they thought it was the coolest thing ever.
I just don't tell my family. My family knows nothing of me. Good. Rex
I think
is
it's
a good
coolest.
boy.
Streaming's cool, but I'm biased.
We promised we'd change the topic to positive things, so let's...
Well, this is definitely a less heavy subject, I think.
True. Real jobs.
This is more, we are poking fun at boomers.
Boomers.
You, had
I hate being
you
one
read
and
a question of a parent asking how to delete their son's YouTube account without being despised because it's a viable real job and this kid has over 12 million subs. Oh
Please don't
my.
make me cry.
If they have 12 million subs, here's an answer. Move out from your parents.
I know, right?
I believe the kid in question was 16 and couldn't legally do so.
Yeah, these
Oh, please tell me that this parent that was asking how to do that got utterly roasted by God himself.
I think so.
probably.
They asked on Reddit. Reddit would have been at the forefront of that argument very
You are
quickly.
totally faking. You are faking, good sir. Sorry, I'm Far Cry.
My mom has a Snapchat. I'm just going to put it out there. And she had to go to college to learn how to turn on a computer. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not.
Oh, never mind. It was scripted. Okay.
Yeah, I finally wound up just explaining to my family. I got to the point where I'm just like, yes, I run a small business that I've been running for the last 8 years and is actually showing profits at this time.
Good for you. When my family asks what my second job is, I just tell them I do things online for money. And I leave it at that.
No, the thing I was saying on Far Cry, you're faking, good sir. I was coming to a point of interest in order to liberate it. 2 dogs are walking across the street, so I slam on the brakes on the truck so that I don't hit them, like you do. One of them continues on walking. The other one, long after the truck came to a complete stop, just flops over dead. Like, you are faking, good sir.
That's a scam in India.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually suddenly reminded of a clip I saw online that was hilarious. This person, it was dash cam footage that there's this guy in a moped, comes around this corner where this car has come to a complete stop. He flops the moped onto its side and jumps up onto the car hood, just flops himself on the hood and slides off, right? Guy gets out of the car, like, what the hell? What the heck are you doing? And there's this guy on the sidewalk, on the side of the road, who's like, yeah, I saw everything. You just drove right into him, and that's what I'm going to tell the police. Guy immediately points at his dash cam and says, I think the dash cam would disagree. The 2 guys just book it immediately.
Fun fact, my insurance told me if I installed a dash cam that they would uninsure me.
What?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Because it was a GoPro.
Wait, because it was what? I couldn't hear a dog barking.
It was a GoPro.
What?
I had a GoPro in my car, and they said we can't use that in court, so it's unadmissible. So if you install that thing and use it as a dash cam, we will uninsure you.
Okay,
that
is it
shows
specifically
intent.
because it was a GoPro and not an official car dash cam?
Yep, because it shows intent.
Wait. Having a dash cam shows intent?
Yep. That's what I was
No,
told.
it shows fucking prudence.
I don't have that insurance company anymore.
Yeah, no
I won't-
shit. Nobody should have that
I won't
insurance
name them
company.
because I don't want to be sued.
Can you spell
As far
it?
as insurance companies go, I will say they're a bit more expensive than others, but I can only sing praises for AAA.
AAA is amazing. I need to leave the insurance company I'm with right now.
Now, if I ever do get a car of my own, I now have a litmus test for the what insurance company to pick. Ask them their
Yes.
opinion on dash cams. If they say, no dash cams because it shows intent, I'll just stand up in the office right then and say, "Good day to you, sir," and just
No,
walk out.
Specifically say, I have a GoPro in my car that I'm using as a dash cam. And see what they say. AAA is good. From what I've seen, if you don't have the roadside assistance, at the very least, it's less than $100 a year. And they take care of everything. I have stopped on the side of the road and called AAA for people that are uninsured. And they've towed their car over 100 miles.
Yeah, AAA.
Just do it.
AAA is one of the few companies that I will sing the praises of forever. I have no freaking clue how they managed to stay in business. I know.
Excellent.
I'm talking about especially with the their roadside assistance is I know the cost of those. AAA is not UK based. It is very much US.
Yeah, just get
AAA
it.
is AAA stands for what was it? American Automobile Association or something?
Something like that. Fun fact, you don't have to be blood related to add people to your plan. And yes, I am not kidding. Complete stranger dead on the side of the road, pulled over, said, "Hey, this isn't my car. I don't know these people. Can you tow them?" And they said yes.
Yeah.
Under the plan for free.
Well, that's the thing about their roadside assistance is that it doesn't matter. They don't care who you use the service for. As long as you are there and present, you can help them.
You don't even have to stick around. You can leave.
Okay, so technically you are supposed to stay. Most of their drivers don't actually bother checking for the membership card. Technically speaking, you are by the rules, by their rules, you're supposed to stay. But you can usually leave and it'll be fine.
I was on the phone with an agent. I was like, "Hey, I'm late for class." And she goes, "Just leave. We got it." And he sent me a thank you letter.
Yeah, I know I used to work for AAA in their emergency road service department, and that was my happiest job ever. I think if I could have kept that going, I would have been able to, I would have been able to actually work the job. But that's because that job actually, I was making a difference for people. I had a lady who called up. Her son's car got broken into when he was at the beach, and they stole his wallet and everything. His plan was that he locked his keys in his car, planning to, call AAA when he went back to his car and have them unlock it for him. But they stole everything, and including the keys, but they left the car. So he's just there in a swimsuit. The cops wouldn't help him at all. He was in LA, so but yeah, she called up. She wanted to get him some help. I called because there's 2 different clubs for Northern and Southern California. I called up the Southern California club. I'm like, hey, this kid's here. He needs some help. I called up the kid as well and, got him over there. And was like, hey, we're going to go ahead and take care of him. Just get that tow, get him up, going home. And after getting off the phone with the kid, I'm like, he's going to be busy for a bit. I'm going to go ahead and give a call back to the mom, let her know. And she broke down in tears. And she was so happy, so grateful. But I know that I personally had AAA for insurance as well. And before AAA, we had State Farm. My room flooded twice. So the HOA refused to fix a hole in the wall. So every year, for 2 years in a row, the sprinklers, when they finally turned them back on, would spray and flood my room. There was a hole in the outside wall. State Farm, they did not give a single shit. They didn't do anything to really help me. We wound up having to spend a whole bunch of money out of pocket. It was an absolute nightmare. Between that year and the next year, we had switched over to AAA because we're like, okay, we're done with State Farm. Fuck them. And I was working for AAA at the time, so I'm like, hey, let's do this. A little bit more expensive, but when I called them up for it, they're like, hey, if you needed a hotel for the night, we understand you probably have other places you can sleep at, but if you need a better place, here you go. We'll cover it fully. We'll get you taken care of. The companies that they sent out to help were incredible. I know one of them, that was the same year that my brother wound up in the hospital with the overdose. I completely forgot to pay them the rest of the deductible. And they were like, hey, we're just checking in. We haven't gotten the other payment, but we're just checking in on it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm currently out of state. I'm tending to my brother. He's in the ICU. I'll get it to you guys as soon as possible. I got an email about an hour later saying, don't worry about it, we're comping it. And it's like, I definitely wasn't going to get that service from the piece of shit company that State Farm sent out.
Testing. Here we go.
Testing.
Can hear ya.
Ever since the last update to IQ, IQ and voice mod do not like each other at all. And I have what I can only assume must be a memory leak or an error in the background or whatever, that the longer IQ is running, the more lag there is on my microphone mute button. Until eventually just voice stops entirely.
But you have such a pretty voice. Why would you just not continue to lie to me and tell me that it's that pretty? That's a joke. I'm sure you have a wonderful voice.
You know what's really sad, though?
What?
The issue I have with the microphone mute button not working with the with the Corsair headset. When I looked up the ways fixes and the ways to deal with it and stuff like that, specifically, it's just microphone mute button that isn't working. If you hold the button in order to toggle side tone, it still turns on and off just fine. It's just the mute and unmute function that is either very laggy or doesn't work at all. When I looked up this specific set of problems, I found a whole crapload of forum posts from 2016, all within roughly a month of each other. Then I found a bunch of them in 2017, all roughly within a month of each other. Then I found a bunch more in 2020, all roughly within a month of each other. This has been a recurring problem with IQ software It's like every few updates they have one where the mute button just doesn't work for some reason. Fix your spaghetti code, Corsair.
Nah, Corsair makes too much money to give a damn.
Also, one last thing I will say about AAA. If you ever need service for a home or something, or a shop, or your car or something, call them up. They can give you recommendations because they go through a vigorous testing system for making sure that the companies they work with are really on the up and up.
You don't have to be a customer for that. They'll do it for free.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ask me how I know. Because my insurance company left me for dead.
AAA sponsor me that when? I know, right?
I mean, if AAA sponsors you, that means Guinness has to sponsor me, right?
Oh my god.
Guinness, hit me up.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and switch games. I'm gonna do something dumb.
Uh-oh.
I am gonna try some solo monster hunting.
Good luck.
So
Hey,
thank you,
chat, how y'all out there?
thank you everybody for joining me today for Total War Warhammer 3. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more there on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by checking out my friends who also stream, such as Era over at twitch.tv/drunk_dragon_era. You can also find him on YouTube, and also Tanya Sapien. But thank you again so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye.